Welcome to Nerdaties. Bitches.
No topic too absurd, no statement too asinine. Nerdy Jersey's finest coming at you. That's right, Nerdities. Hey, folks. I'm Mike.
I'm Justin.
I'm Ben.
So focused. So focused. Just not on the show right now.
Okay, I'm here.
You missed the holiday. Are you making up for it?
Yeah.
So I'm glad he's doing this right now.
Mm.
Just one of the things I want to talk about was we had finished watching the entire MCU in timeline order.
Over a long period, though.
It was like about a month and a half.
And you're current.
For
No,
shit. I assume the two most newest movies in theater. So we were like, oh, what are we going to start next? We just did Fast and the Furious not too long ago. We do Potter like every like November, December, like pre-Christmas shit. She's like, how about Star Wars? And I was like, yeah, that's fine.
I don't want to hear more about Obi-Wan.
So we started in timeline order.
Wait, so you start with Acolyte?
No, movies.
Movies only. So.
Yeah, if he had done the entire MCU, he'd be going till the end of the year.
Yeah, we wouldn't have been done yet. Oh, Phantom Menace is a terrible fucking movie.
It has its moments, but it's not good. No.
It doesn't have its fucking moments. It's dog shit.
No, it's got Duel of the Fates.
Yeah.
Duel of the Fates is great. It's got its moment.
Yeah, the pod race scene was really cool.
The Clerks animated series. The pod race was pretty cool. So yeah, you have one overly long race and one fight.
Yeah.
Everything else in there is
Jar Jar.
suspect.
Is Bantha fodder.
I mean, you got Liam Neeson's performance, which, with the material he had, is graceful. But you don't really have much.
Liam Neeson's fucking
done that to yourself.
Qui-Gon, you gotta follow the rules. You're a Jedi, bro. Nah.
You want to take it, mate?
Is that what we're getting tonight?
What?
Your anger and your lust for power have done that. Phantom Menace is bomb. You're out of your mind.
No, it's fucking bad.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the Jedi's lies.
Don't lecture me, Obi-Wan. I see through the Jedi's lies.
I do not fear the dark side the way you do.
You will try.
But yeah, the prequels are...
Your new empire.
And you can't even say they get better, really.
They don't.
Because, like, Attack of the Clones has so many problems. And then Revenge of the Sith there are improvements there.
It's the best of the three.
It's the best of the three. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's rushed. It's very rushed.
There's a lot going on in there.
What got me the most, it's knocked me out of Revenge of the Sith was Natalie Portman's acting.
It's better than the first movie.
Well, that whole part, you killed younglings, like that. Just that line is as bad as the sand.
Watching it silent, you just see her emoting like that. My heart broke too.
You're breaking my heart. That line always hurts me.
That line, but the line.
Goes, you're breaking my heart. Yeah, has that speed bump in it.
Yeah, and it's not even just the performance. It's really, that's the line you're going to go with.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's breaking her heart. You couldn't think of something more poetic to say than literally, you're breaking my heart.
She died.
Well, she goes, you're going down a path that I can't follow first, which that hit pretty hard. Like, dude, I love it. Like, you murdered a whole temple of children. And he's like, enough. Stop talking about Obi-Wan. We're gonna go kill the Emperor now.
This is what I get for marrying someone who's 6 years younger than I am.
You're being a real bitch right now, Padme. I'm gonna fucking choke you, you old bitch.
He wasn't very mature. That's why you don't go for younger men.
Mm-hmm.
She just lost the will.
Phantom Menace, she's like, I care for you. And he's like, I care for you too. Bro, you're like 5.
I was like 11. She was like 15. It's still wrong.
Well, we have a lot of high school teachers now doing it, so I mean, it's not that big of a deal, I guess.
Still?
Oh, dude, I just saw in today this lady that's not ugly.
Well, that's fine. I don't care. That's
That's
great
what I'm
for that.
saying. It's like awesome.
Hmm.
But like, I don't know what she expected. A 15-year-old kid, you're going to touch his penis. Of course, she's going to tell everybody in his class. You have maybe like a week's timer before you're fucked.
I usually find it's not the kid fucking up. It's his friends being like, "Where are you going? You're going over that teacher's house again? Something's going on, isn't it? You gotta fucking tell me. You gotta tell me."
Yeah.
All right, yeah, man. Keep it on the down low, but yeah, she's sucking my dick.
You get the jealous friend, or you get the deadly do-right friend. It's like, that's not right. That's not right. Yes, a woman's touching my penis. It is as right as can be.
Yeah. That's not right. Have you ever had your dick in a mouth? No, you haven't. So you don't know what right and wrong is in this situation.
Mom, fucking Jimmy's fucking a teacher.
Mm-hmm.
What? Yeah, he told me. He said she put his penis in her mouth and they're in love now.
I mean, that's also the problem with hiring 20-somethings right out of college to teach teenage children.
I don't see a problem.
Well, I think it's late bloomers too. That's a big theory on it. Is like these ladies weren't attractive in high school. They go through college, come out of college, then they're good looking because the blooming late, and these kids are flirting with her, and she's like, "Oh my god, guys are talking to me. I'm the hottest chick in school now."
How bad do you think it would feel if like little Billy's getting his knob hobbed, and little Johnny's like, "Yo, man, I'm jealous. I'm gonna tell my mom." Little Johnny tells his mom, she's like, "Oh, really? Is she hot?
I know, it's South Park. Nice.
Did you get her number?"
Nice.
Johnny's mom is into it.
You don't see a problem with this? Yeah, the only problem is she's not doing it with me.
Nice.
Unfortunately, they're still children.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's the fucking problem.
I feel like there should be now.
Because if
Running a line here.
Because if it was a man approaching almost 30 and it's a 16-year-old girl,
Yeah.
pretty sure you're both going to be like, well, that's fucked up.
Oh, dude, I'll go Anakin Skywalker Jedi Temple on his
Because the
ass.
sexes are switched, that it's okay. It's not okay. It's not okay either way because they're too fucking young.
Right. However,
with someone who is old enough to know better, that's the problem.
Yeah.
All I know is when I was that age, I wanted to fuck so many of my teachers.
Sure.
Yeah.
Even the ugly ones with their big tits, you're like,
I didn't say all of them.
See them looking.
I did not say all of them.
They're grading your paper and they're doing this, and you go, "Oh shit! Oh shit!" Those fucking meat sweaters are just. Why is she writing so fast? Why are they doing this?
My freshman English teacher, it was her first year. So yeah, she was like 25, 26. Yeah. And she was statuesque and gorgeous.
Spanish teachers, bro. When you got a younger one.
I had one. Senora Lindolfo.
I had a couple that I was in love with.
Raven-haired beauty, fine ass.
Caliente.
Mm-hmm.
Sí, me gusta.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good way to start.
Not even a little.
So, how far did you just made it through episode 1? You didn't? Did you trek on the 2 yet?
So when we watch this stuff, it's like usually we watch a show and then we watch a bit of a movie. That's why we're doing movies that are like ones we've seen and like, sequelized.
Mm-hmm.
So only do 20, 30 minutes of the clip.
Okay.
Which is probably all I can fucking handle if we're being honest, because the movie's terrible.
Like,
which movie?
Phantom Menace.
Oh, Phantom Menace.
Jar Jar and the Gungans, like all of them are very annoying.
It's not just them. It's the Trade Federation.
They're dumb.
Their voices are horrible.
Their voices are terrible.
The voices are horrible. The practical effects on them are dog shit.
The only saving grace for that movie now is that they digitized Yoda.
Yeah.
Because that was the worst puppet I've ever fucking seen.
It was awful.
I disagree. The Trade Federation was worse than Yoda puppet.
Because we had a standard to bear for Yoda. And he looked nothing like him and was even worse articulated than in Empire and Jedi. He looked horrendous. And in Light and Magic, the new episodes that popped up, they spent like 10 minutes talking about we fucked up on that one. He looked horrendous. It didn't work for anybody, but we were under the gun.
The story is kind of trash. They send Jedi representatives. The whole thing goes sideways. They leave with the Queen. They stop in Tatooine. There's a fucking pod race. Oh, let's get to the Senate. The Senate thing takes all of 3 fucking minutes of the film. And she's like, I gotta go back to my people. And then we go back to racist Gungans. And then it's CGI robot war.
So I watched this video, and it was how Star Wars movies are named wrong.
Oh, that old thing.
That is great. I'd never watched it. It's like the episode 1 should have been Revenge of the Sith. 2 was.
But it doesn't make any sense. There's no revenge from the Sith.
Yeah, they lose.
What?
They lose in episode 1. Yeah. Now I can understand. I've seen all of those where they rearrange the names. It's like, all right, that kind of applies. Some elements apply, but it's not like the names are wrong for the episodes.
Oh no, the second one, the clones don't really attack. The third one is the clones attack. Yeah, but
the clones attack. They very much attack at the end.
Yeah, if they didn't attack, those Jedis have been because Ray.
You're taking these titles and trying to apply it to like the bad guy of it all, but Attack of the Clones. There's attacking of clones in fucking episode 2.
That's all the clones do, other than eat. It scenes of them eating and scenes of them attacking.
Pretty much it.
Would I agree it's the best name for it? No, I think they could have come up with a lot better names than Attack of the Clones.
Mm-hmm.
The whole fucking thing's lazy. Lucas is a terrible writer.
Yeah, he admits it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's fucking dog shit.
His plots are generally pretty good. Mm-hmm. It's his dialogue that's shit.
The idea of his plots are really good. His pacing of his plots are fucking horrendous.
Well, that's why in A New Hope, or when it was just Star Wars, the original cut of that movie was so bad. Hello.
No, it wasn't. It was good.
His original cut. Like, what? I'm not talking like the pre-special edition.
Why are you?
I don't know.
Was that Vinny again? Yeah, it's Vinny again.
There's like where you see Biggs, you meet Luke's friends. They're all watching the space battle from the sky. It is
all that shit wasn't horrendous.
Oh, the dialogue.
That would have added more character to Luke, and it wouldn't have been the worst. Yeah. I can understand for pacing reasons, it's good to get it out of there. But like when you watch behind the scenes, there's so much they left on the editing room floor that didn't need to be there. There's little moments that were supposed to cause tension that really added nothing. He's filmed so much shit. Like he kind of was the progenitor to the Marvel method of like, let's just film a bunch of stuff and we'll use what we can. Because we're never going to be able to come back to these sets anyway. We need everything we can get. Well, people shit on the sequel trilogy, but all in all, it is the I can't even say it's the best thought out because they rushed the shit out of that. It's at least better than the prequels.
They nail it aesthetically.
It's pretty as fuck.
I go prequels over there, second gen.
I still only watched episode 9 once.
I don't even know if I did the whole thing. Wait, is it the last one?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't even watch it.
It was so bad.
It's not that bad.
Oh, it's bad. No.
It is better than 2 of the 3 prequels.
No.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's over, Anakin. I have the high ground.
What don't you like about it? What in your one viewing? What didn't you like about it?
We were one step away from force fucking in that movie. We're one step away. I hated the force transfer of everything. The random Han Solo appearing, but he's not a force ghost, so we just see ghosts hallucinations. There was one redeeming thing about Episode 9, though. One, and that was Luke. His scene was
Is that the part where he dies?
No, that was an 8. No, when he's talking to Rey and telling the story of Leia, and then he lifts the X-wing. That's the only good thing about Episode 9.
There's far more good things about Episode 9. And you're just being a
Palpatine returns somehow. Okay.
Yeah, and then the line after that describes.
In a world full of clones, we can't wrap our fucking heads around clones.
No, it was just stupid.
No, you don't have to like it.
I thought it was stupid.
You don't have to like the fact that they used something that they'd set up 6 fucking movies earlier.
It was just... It was a stupid cop-out, though.
It's not a fucking stupid cop-out. It's not a cop-out at all.
It is a cop-out because the original script was so much better.
Episode 2, they lay out, in this universe, we can make clones.
Yeah.
And you don't think, for one fucking second, that's never gonna fucking appear again.
I just thought it was dumb.
You're a fucking idiot.
I just thought it was dumb.
I agree with Joe right here. It's dumb. I hate it. And I don't like it.
Yeah.
Okay. Joe, why wouldn't a guy who is power mad, who never wants to give up his power, who wants to live forever, not clone himself? Not have something set in motion if he were to die to have himself cloned.
Okay, so he did do that. And then we have like 1,000 Star Destroyers just rise up from the ground.
Again, same power-hungry dude who wants to make sure that he never falls out of power and always has a back. You're mean to tell me that he would not have an armada of shit for when he is reactivated.
And all of them are fully crewed. At the moment's notice.
Close.
So all of these red stormtroopers are activated at this exact moment.
Yeah.
It was dumb.
Palpatine is a dramatic bitch. He's
dumb.
a fucking diva. Him and Vader have always been divas. Fucking Vader turned off his respirator just so no one in the hallway would see him coming in Rogue One, just to make it that much more dramatic. You don't think when he's trying to sell Kylo Ren on this shit, he's having them all come out of the ice in some giant operatic moment isn't going to make this kid go, you know what, I like this guy.
That's pretty cool.
It was just dumb. Like I thought Episode 9 was dumb.
Don't say it's dumb.
It was.
Say you don't agree.
Joe, don't say dumb. Say it's stupid.
It was shit. It was I thought it was a lackluster way to end the saga.
That is fair word.
So
lackluster.
So Death Star planet to Palpatine coming back. You didn't like it?
What you all the Jedi live in you, Rey. Okay, and the part where she just hears them, it would have been cool, so much cool to see all of them. Some great battle or something like that.
It would be so over the top and stupid. That's not the point of this.
I would have rather something a little over the top.
It's about her taking over. It's about her standing up to her lineage. It's brought up multiple times in the movie that she is not her family.
But do you know what's not brought up? Hey, Rey, there's something I got to tell you. Hey, Rey, wait, I got to tell you something. Hey, Rey, I got to tell you something. Credits.
That was a missed opportunity.
For what?
So the entire movie, when Finn sees Rey, hey, Rey, I got to tell you something.
Well, no, once he goes.
No, he does it twice.
No, he does it once when they're falling into the sand.
And he never mentions it again.
Yeah, because they don't see each other again. They survive that and get split up for a while.
They see each other.
I think Joe's right here. Based on what I've not seen, I think Joe's correct here.
then you have to watch it.
Finn was so underused.
Yes.
Yeah.
So was Poe. That's not a fucking debate we're having.
No, I'm just saying that's what made the last movie lackluster. It didn't. I thought it didn't suffice as a grand finale to the entire Skywalker saga.
But it's not.
But it was marketed as the finale of the Skywalker saga.
The first 3 films were marketed as Star Wars, and then we got fucking prequels, Joe.
So if we get if whatever happens in New Jedi Order or New World Order or Star Wars
Brave New World.
There we go.
Winter Soldier.
It redeems it. Okay, but right now, Episode 9 sucked.
So it's not gonna redeem it.
It's not going to redeem it. It's going to be pep talks.
It's going to begin telling a new story.
Not even. It's going to be pep talks and whether or not Rey's worthy enough to carry the mantle of the Jedi.
No, we're beyond that. They're making this movie because they've taken so
Are
much.
they? They made an entire show about Falcon not taking up Steve Rogers' mantle, and then they made a movie about it.
But the show was about him taking up Steve's mantle.
But he wasn't good enough, was he? He never had the makings of a varsity athlete.
But by mid-season, he was pretty much.
Yeah. Pretty sure those last 2 episodes were him saying, "You know what? I got to do this," and I was chosen because Steve.
And then
thought
there's
I
a
was
whole movie that just came out where he's Captain America.
Right, and they're still going. You're not Steve Rogers. They still did it, is what I'm saying.
Yeah,
and I feel like
gives
they're
a shit
still
about
going
what
to do
they
that.
think. It's about whether or not he thinks he's up to it.
Exactly, but like, write something else. And I feel like they're going to do this with the new Star Wars.
That's the world we live in. That is you're taking up the mantle of someone who did something beforehand. Look at the presidency. It's the same thing. You're not so and so. Yeah, you're right. I'm the fucking president now.
Right, but like, you only need to do that one time, not an entire show and a movie.
Wasn't an entire.
And now the new. Excuse me. Let me finish. Take my time. Now they're going to do it with this new Rey shit. It's going to be 2 movies of her. Oh, I'm not good enough to be like Luke, or whatever the fuck they're going to compare it to, and it's going to stink. It's going to be dumb, as Joe said. Joe and I are on a team tonight, and there's nothing you can do about it. 3 points, Gryffindor.
Oh, and she's probably pregnant with Ben Solo's baby.
Nope, she's pregnant with nobody's baby. She made it herself because she's a Force wizard from the power of many.
So it's actually the prequel to Phantom Menace. It's just a vicious time.
She gives birth to Darth Plagueis.
She's actually Shmi. She's Shmi. That's why she's a Skywalker. So.
Ray Banks. They had a baby. Misa gonna be a Ray now.
Jar Jar Binks is a Sith Lord.
Yes.
Yeah. Fortnite, at least.
I am a firm believer on that one.
But
yeah,
they suck. Vinny,
so
we're supposed to be on a team. I don't like you.
So how that fell apart.
I don't like you being with Joe, especially because I know I did my top 10 Disney movie list. I know you did yours.
yeah.
Aren't we supposed to like?
Well, I'll attack Joe when I get a chance, but he used key phrases I like that's dumb. He said, I didn't like it. I thought it was dumb. It was just dumb. A couple of lines that if you say those things, I'm probably on your team.
That's funny because you say those things, I automatically start to tune out. You know how an iPhone has like a 10 chance limit for a password?
Yeah.
3. If a person says it's dumb, stupid, or usually it's dumb, stupid, and then followed up third with I don't know, I hear white noise until the topic changes.
I'll say I don't know. It's just not good.
That counts.
Counts.
That's a good one. I feel like that one really drives it home. You want to list up?
That's what I'm saying. Are we doing this or not?
Dude.
All right, what do you got?
All the way?
All the way.
In no particular order. Lion King, Mulan, Aladdin's A Goofy Movie, Jungle Books, Rescuers, Rescuers Down Under, Big Hero 6, Lilo and Stitch, Hercules.
I will also go in no particular order. Lady and the Tramp, Princess and the Frog, A Goofy Movie, Little Mermaid, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, Alice in Wonderland, Lilo and Stitch, Wreck-It Ralph, Atlantis.
Ooh, deep pull.
Atlantis is one of the prettiest films.
It is pretty.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
Milo Thatch.
I love Thatch.
Karagashaga.
I don't think Mike participated in the assignment, and I know by the look on Joe's beady little fucking eyes that he also did not make the list.
I just threw 6 together instantly. This is not a hard one.
It's not hard.
Give me 2 minutes and I'll be finished. Joe, go.
All right. No
Joe?
particular order. Aladdin, Peter Pan, Alice in Wonderland, Jungle Book, Lady and the Tramp, Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty.
Cinderella.
I love Cinderella. Dude, the mice, I Jock and Gus love them. Moana, Oliver and Company, and Winnie the Pooh. Because I can't say Mary Poppins because technically it's not fully animated.
It's not. That's why Roger Rabbit wasn't on my list.
Yeah, Roger Rabbit would have been on mine too.
Everything you just said angered me. He goes Cinderella, Sleeping Beauty. I love those movies.
I do. I'm a classic guy.
I think you are so full of shit.
You could ask Beth. When we watch Disney, I always put the classics on. I am a golden age Disney
You
guy.
sat down with Beth in the past 2 years. I'll even give you a 2-year window. You go, let's watch Cinderella or Sleeping Beauty.
Yeah. I'll put Snow White on. Yeah.
See how high his voice got? That's when you know.
Yeah.
Dude, totally. We would totally, like, when we planned a Disney trip, we started at the beginning. We went back to Snow White. Dude, I'll put Reluctant Dragon on.
It's not fully animated.
Not fully animated, but, I love that one.
Why didn't put it on his list?
It's not fully animated. Can't. But I love the classics.
To quote Anakin Skywalker, liar.
No, it's
Mike, you finish?
Yeah, we are not counting Pixar, right?
I did not.
Okay. Obviously, Jungle Book, Aladdin, Tangled, Turning Red, Alice in Wonderland, Wreck-It Ralph, Moana, Raya and the Last Dragon, Big Hero 6, and my 10th is pretty tricky. You know what? I'm a battered housewife in this instance. Not Beauty and the Beast, Lady and the Tramp, just because I've seen it too many times.
It's a fair list. Way better than Joe's.
I like the classics. There's nothing wrong with that.
The sheet of toilet paper Joe wrote his list on. He's going to wipe his ass with later and be like, those aren't my favorite movies. I fucking know it.
Okay, was there any casting?
Joe totally palpatines when he goes in the bathroom after the fucking show.
I clone myself.
For sure. Yeah, when you're going to clean your list, you take a shit in the toilet.
Fucking Cornholio, and he's like,
I'll be right back.
Oh, I'm afraid this shit will be quite operational once I sit down. Good. Was there any casting? I didn't see much casting.
I didn't see shit.
I didn't see any casting. You know what? Let me do the old Google just to make sure there's no casting.
Yeah. None of my sources had Jack. So then we'd go directly to trailers, I'd imagine.
It could be the thing to do.
Yeah. The Ritual, which Justin just shared shortly before we started recording. I'm already turned off on this one. Based on the true story of The Exorcist, only not.
What?
The true story of The Exorcist was about a boy.
That is correct.
Yes. So already they're jerking us around. And this is where I start to turn into a complete naysayer. I am so fucking done with possession exorcism movies. It is such a worn out trope.
Hold on. I'm going to throw one out to you, though, real quick.
Mm-hmm.
That was kind of fun. My best friend's exorcism.
What?
I didn't see that. That was Amazon or
That was Amazon.
Amazon?
It's fun.
At least that takes a spin. That's kind of like Freaky, where, all right, we have a
Right.
concept. Let's do it in a different way. This is as fucking by the book. That trailer looks like every other exorcism movie I've ever seen because they're trying to do the based on a true story shit, even though it's not. And then on top of all that, you got Legion being pulled around by the nose by fucking Michael Corleone. I am completely unimpressed by that.
The ones that were just took me completely out of it were the 2 prequels to The Exorcist. We didn't make it right the first time, and we didn't make it right the second time.
Actually, that was more of a. I didn't like that edit. Someone do a different edit.
Yeah,
Do some more pickup shots. That one didn't work out either. Oh well, Stellan Skarsgård got 2 fucking checks. He's
Yep,
not crying.
good for him.
The Death of Snow White. This one kind of got me interested.
This look fun.
This is a little bit more horror. Kind of. Well, they're throwing the Grimm fairy tales title out there, so this is a lot more direct from the source material. So I'm kind of interested. And Murderous Dwarfs.
Yo, the dwarfs fucking shit up. That looks fun.
Yeah. There's part of this that kind of has that kind of crappy public domain horror movie that we're getting constantly with Winnie the Pooh and Screamboat and the Popeye one, but the overall quality looks better, and Snow White has been public domain far longer.
Oh yeah.
So it isn't just them jumping on a trend. This is like, why has no one done the Grimm fairy tale version? Let us do that. And Together was the only other one, right?
And then we had a game trailer that dropped today.
Unholy Trinity.
Oh, that's right, Unholy Trinity. Sam Jackson, Pierce Brosnan. I can't remember the kid that's in it. Is he a name or is it somebody unknown?
And that kid.
Oh, and a kid.
And a kid.
Yeah. Westerns will never die. This kind of has a 310 to Yuma, True Grit thing going on. It almost feels like Sam Jackson's character from Hateful Eight got transported over, or maybe it's like a prequel to that or something. It looks like he's going to chew a lot of scenery. Pierce Brosnan is perpetually 55.
Yeah.
This could be interesting. What was the other one you said, Joe?
GTA 6 dropped a...
It dropped a new trailer?
Dropped a new trailer today.
Oh.
Captured from the PS5, which I will totally say looks fucking beautiful. Like, my God, those graphics look pretty amazing. Yeah.
I'm guessing Pro.
It's going to look even better when this game finally gets released on the PS7.
Well, when the PC happens in 10 years, it's going to look amazing. But
well, it's absolutely going to be a PS7 release because that's how they work it now, right? We're going to get 5 different versions of this thing.
Yeah, like GTA 5 was released on three generations of a console.
No. I mean, they're gonna drop in the next few months. Listen, tariff, and we got to go back and fix stuff. And
well, they just released the release date. They just announced what the release date is.
For now.
Well, it was supposed to come out this year.
Yeah.
It's the game industry, bro.
But
games get like 12 release dates.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, Vice City is pretty. The way they did it.
I'm still waiting for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
Well, I
Don't hold your breath.
I'm waiting for Elder Scrolls 6 to come out in 20 years when it was announced 10 years ago.
Well, that's a higher likelihood. At least people have paid for that. Beyond Good and Evil, come on. We might be the only people who remember that game.
Definitely check out the trailer.
Mm.
Like, it makes me want to upgrade my system so when it does come out in 10 years on the PC, I can actually play it and make it look nice.
Why don't you just get a console?
Yeah.
It's gonna come out on Switch too, so just get the fucking two.
I have a computer. I'll just play it on the computer. I got a new controller, so I can play on with my new controller. And
or for the price of the graphics card you're going to need to play this fucking thing, get a console.
That I already have.
Yeah, unless the specs don't match.
Oh no, I got a 4070. I'm good on that one. I just needed my bottleneck is my processor, RAM, and board.
So just everything else.
Yeah, no, but the most expensive thing is already covered.
Well, do you have an SSD?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You know, there's no way that thing's running without a solid state.
Oh hell no. I got my 980 freaking Evo in there. Yeah, we're good.
Okay. So then the last trailer would be Together, starring Little Franco. Oh, I know his name, Dave Franco. He'll always just be Little Franco.
He has now become, in my opinion, a bigger star than his brother was.
A more reliable star.
Yeah.
Well,
you know what? I wouldn't even say bigger star, better performer.
I don't know. His brother got an Oscar nom.
Yeah, but Dave has been in like a lot of really good.
Yeah, Dave. I like Dave Franco. I do.
I mean, just the Neighbors movies alone.
Yeah.
We got to show James though.
Yeah.
Oh, him in 21 Jump Street. I thought he was great.
That's pretty solid.
Yeah. Yeah.
But Together, this looks like Lovecraftian, Cronenbergian, just body horror to the tits, and quite possibly literally the tits.
Yeah.
It looks like this couple that's been having issues starts to fuse together.
Yeah.
You?
Yeah, I'm here for this.
I have to watch it.
Yeah.
Is another one I hope they don't, if they're going to put another trailer out, just reorganize the same footage. I don't want anything ruined on this. And you know they're going to. They're going to show way too much. Because the end of this trailer doesn't actually show it happening, but alludes to the fact that they saw off body parts.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Fucking disturberating. Definitely my kind of horror.
Scary.
Definitely looks way more scary than that dumb shit Exorcism movie.
Why do they keep doing these?
Then he was not here for that?
No, you weren't.
No, I was peeing. Whatchamacallit? Why? Russell Crowe did it, and I go, why?
Yeah.
You know, I get it. He just had another child at 87 with a, I don't know, Czechoslovakian princess or some shit, and she's like, you need to make money.
I'll do it. What movies it got for me? Exorcism movie? I'll do it. Yeah.
Always wanted to do that.
I'm going to be a priest. I'm going to be like Father Merrin. Yeah. Hooah.
The power of Christ compels you.
The power of Christ compels you. I'm in the dark here. Because they're cheap, is why. Like, horror is always cheap. And exorcism movies are especially cheap. Because you can do them in one or two locations, use just practical effects, and a little bit of blood splatter, a little bit of like makeup on the person. Have one scene where they're up on the ceiling, bing and a bang and a boom.
Well, they said this is the most famous exorcism of all, and I think I've seen it before.
But yeah, that's how we started talking about it. It says it's the movie, it's the story that The Exorcist was based off of. But that's not true because The Exorcist was based off of the exorcism, the possession of a young boy. So they're already jerking us around.
Well, I'm gonna make a slasher film, and I'm gonna call it Jason Myers. I will not tell you what my source material is, but I can tell you there's a madman in a mask, and he doesn't take kindly to children having sex in the woods.
I got the full name for it. It's Jason Myers Nightmare Razor.
Yeah. Yes. Ooh. You just tickled my.
He's got machete fingers.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fingers. His face is burned with a mask over top of it and nails through the mask.
And the mask is burned also onto his face.
And he
Yes.
talks like William Shatner.
No, no. It's a Chris Pine.
Yes, dude. It writes itself.
Spot on.
And he just walks around. He doesn't talk. He walks around. He makes the noise. He goes ch-ch-ch, as he chases you.
And you dream about him, but he doesn't actually do anything in your dreams. He's just kind of like, I'm going to come kill you tomorrow. Just a heads up. You're not going to be able to stop me.
But
That's his voice.
He's shirtless the whole time.
Yeah.
Yep, he's always peering behind bushes, and he's always going like this, and you're like, and he's like, I'm coming for you. Which way, you'll never know.
Coming at you, coming for you.
How you jerking with machete fingers?
Because of you.
He's got he's got machete fingers, and he's also got like a flashlight thing in his hand, so he can grab shit like drinks, his wiener, because he's probably sporting a cup-sized wiener. His wiener's cup-sized. Got a lot of girth.
He gets hard from attempting to murder people, but they always call him out on it, so he gets embarrassed. So he never kills anybody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wait, what is that? Are you fucking hard right now?
Is this turning you on?
No. Oh, you fucking sick fuck.
Run.
What ultimate irony. If he just owned it, he'd have so many bodies. He'd have such a body count. But no, he gets all embarrassed because of his Coke can dick.
That's right. Ooh.
4 inches long, 5 inches around.
That's right. I love it. Netflix, we're coming at you.
That's our first pitch.
They'll probably be like, "Yes, that's that, guys."
You know what? So who do you see playing this guy? Oh, we didn't get that far.
David Harbour.
Mm. You know, we have his number. I kind of figured.
David Harbour, or if he's still alive, the guy who played Humongous. I feel like he needs another role.
You know what? Gaten Matarazzo, just to really fuck with people.
Paul
Who's
White.
that?
The kid from Stranger Things without the front teeth.
Oh yeah, get him in there. Yeah. Yep. F&A.
I think Big Show would be a good.
Yeah, Big Show.
Yeah.
He'd do it.
We'll get Kane back.
No, we don't go there.
Oh, you don't want to deal with his right-wing horseshit?
No.
Well, no, you kill him right away in the beginning. So you show this guy's power. He kills another really big guy.
Good call.
Hard.
Yeah. He picks him up. No, he picks Big E up and kills Kane with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh,
Yeah,
fucking
just- Okay, let's do some reviews.
I have one other than Andor.
I'm not
I'm gonna-
looking up on Andor. Well,
I'm going to loop in the PS Plus games of the month with the reviews. The 3 free, giant air quotes, games. Ark Survival Ascended, where you get to fight and or ride dinosaurs.
Ooh.
I was thinking of downloading it, but it's 150 gigs, so what the
What's
fuck?
that? Big
Dino Riders, the game.
Yeah. Bolt Gun was it's a pixel art style first person shooter set in the Warhammer universe. It's Warhammer Bolt Gun, so it's essentially Doom in the Warhammer universe. Markedly smaller than Ark, so I'll probably pick that up. Well, I'll probably download it. I've already claimed it. The one I've already played today though is, has anyone heard of Balatro?
Mm-mm.
It's like the
What,
killer
two?
game of last year. The killer indie game.
I was gonna say it definitely wasn't a killer big league game because I've never fucking heard of it.
No, it blew up on like the Epic and the Steam store. It's very basic. It's card based, but you create a deck. It's not the standard 52 card playing card deck, and you get jokers and stuff that'll do multipliers. And after every hand, you have a certain amount of hands to get to a certain amount of points. And the cards you use will get you multipliers. And then after each hand, you can get a little bit of money that you spend on new packs of cards to put new cards in your deck to get more multipliers. And it's a roguelike, so it's different every time you play it. And it's just about building up and building up and building up your deck to become not necessarily more powerful, but have more options to get these multipliers. So it's kind of like Yu-Gi-Oh or Magic with a standard card deck. And they're right. It's fucking addictive. I played it for 30 minutes and was like, shit, I got to do the show.
Do you believe in the heart of the cards?
I don't know that reference.
Vinny does.
I believe.
Yeah.
That's true.
I believe in a thing called love.
It's time to duel.
John sent me a YouTube clip, like some DJ was dropping in. It's time to and dude, it slaps. So good. These DJs nowadays, man.
Nerds.
Yeah.
There's skinny guys with computers. Where do you think they started?
Cocaine.
That's where they're at. It's definitely where they're currently at.
Let me just think of listen, Yu-Gi-Oh! What if I take the opening monologue? You know?
I got an idea. It starts with Yu-Gi-Oh! Rolls into Pokemon. Just rolls into Pokemon. When all is said and done, Digimon sounds. Right? Let's go to the bathroom. Let's go back to the bathroom.
You think I can power up?
Let's power up. We're going to power up? You want to power up? I need to power up. Justin and I, out of the four of us, have seen Thunderbolts.
Hey man, hold on. I want to save that towards the end.
Okay, fine. Let's argue about Andor. Andor, season 2, year
Hold on.
2.
But I can do one before Andor.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's do
I
one
also
before
have
that.
some before Andor.
I'm current on Doctor Who. This
One of us.
this last episode has one of my favorite new Doctor moments. This was kind of on the same level as the episode Love and Monsters, so it was mostly a doctorless episode. Way better than Love and Monsters.
Like Blink?
On par with Blink. I would say the Doctor was only in the beginning and end of this. Blink, he was more cut through the story. This was more a Ruby Sunday. Yeah, he bookends the Doctor bookends it, but this was where a side of the Doctor we have not seen. He did not cry. You know how this Doctor has basically cried in every episode. He didn't cry.
Loves crying.
He got pissed in this one. You actually got to see him angry.
See him very angry. Surprised he didn't cry while he was angry. He seems like one of those guys. I'm one of those guys.
Because somebody was wronged in this. There's something that big that happens in this, and the Doctor gets angry, and you get to see that side of him, which I liked seeing. But this was a phenomenal episode. The twist you don't see coming.
Do you think he's angry because nobody knows his name?
No. No. Something happens with Miss Flood though, and yeah.
Did they reveal anything, or is it still
it's
just
now
form and tap fee?
When she appears, you're like, okay, you're not this character. You're not. I don't think you're any of these characters. You're now more of these characters.
But they're whittling away possibilities.
She does something. I don't want to give it away, but
She's the master.
No, I don't think she's the master.
I think you're an idiot.
I don't think she's the master, because the way that they had it in the giggle was the master was trapped in the tooth. She's wearing she has the tooth in her mouth, so she has the master. I think she's one, because they're going on these things about the gods. with him battling gods. I think she's like the I forgot what it. I was watching some classic thing where they talked about one of these classic beings from a different dimension, and she would be the main one that she's sending out her harbingers.
It's the King of King, the God of Gods,
Uh,
the Ayatollah of Rock and Rolla.
but this season so far has been has been really good. Uh, I think best in years.
Joe reminds me every time he gives a review of something. He reminds me of Chunk from the Goonies. It's like, oh, it's the craziest whatever. They're like, oh, just like last week when it was the like. I feel that's every time Joe talks.
No, but this season has been one after another of good episodes. Last year there were some meh episodes. Season the Flux, meh. Jodie Whittaker's downfall was the writing was terrible. And since Capaldi's last season, there's been a lot of mismarks with Doctor Who.
Listen, Joe, I just want you to do the truffle shuffle.
Wow, you just gave in, right? You're not even gonna fight.
We're video now, so I could shake the belly.
Yeah. I would have said no for at least a second.
I'm not lifting the shirt though.
Any other reviews before we do these twos?
I watched episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. It's really good.
It's not a review. That's a reminder.
It's really, really good. That's it. Nothing new. Just Ted Lasso still.
Okay, so
Hold on. I caught the first episode of Star Wars Tales of the Underworld.
Ooh.
Pretty good.
How good?
Pretty good. I'm not gonna lick its balls like Joe does, but like, it's nice and compact, and it's also extending stories of like characters that you found intriguing, and not like, throwing a bunch of shit you don't really care about. Have you?
Yeah, each arc is about 45 minutes in total between the 3 episodes for each character. It does something weird where it follows Asajj Ventress in between Clone Wars and where she pops up later in Bad Batch. And then you get an origin for Cad Bane in the next one.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one's pretty heart-wrenching.
Oh, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
The other thing I watched, Ash and I started Another Simple Favor. We didn't finish it yet because life has been lifing the last 2 days. I loved A Simple Favor. It's fucking cuckoo, and this second one is even more insane. So I highly recommend so far. But I watched Companion yesterday.
Oh, the Jack Quaid movie?
The sex doll thing?
Yeah. Bravo to them. Because they pull off a fucking twist you don't see coming.
Was he a sex doll the whole time too?
No. Something happens I'd say about little less than midway through the film that turns the whole thing completely on its head. I was like, huh. Neat.
They get married?
I'm not spoiling shit.
Little robot babies.
Ah.
It's only an hour and a half.
That's how M3gan happens.
M3gan 3.
Mm-hmm.
Does she have a robot wiener? That's the twist.
Does not.
She's like, I'm a ladyboy bot, Robo.
I'm sure there are, but I really recommend it. 90 minutes.
What's it on?
Nice tight story. It's on Max.
Okay.
Like, it was really good.
It's Megan Fox is the sex bot, right?
No. That's the one on Netflix.
Okay.
That's a different one. That one's not so good.
Oh, I thought it was.
It was okay. It wasn't anything fantastic. This one though,
All right.
the one with Megan Fox was essentially Megan, but instead of like a child friend bot, she was a housekeeper bot that she ended up fucking the dude. And then the wife's like, "Get out! I don't want to see your face. You fucked her." And he's like, "She's a robot." And she's like, "Still, like it's like fucking a fleshlight." And she's like, "No." And then I said to Mike, would people really have the like? Would they really be upset if you fucked a sex bot? Like, is sex bot cheating? It's just like a fancy ass fuck toy.
I think there would be stigma around it for like the first 6 months to a year. Because like you know, you dump a load in the robot, and then the robot goes and does your laundry or whatever,
Yeah.
and it walks by your wife, and she's like, "Oh, hey, sup?" Just sucked him off. Yeah. And you're just like, "All right." And then like now she's in the mood. She's like, "I want a sex," and you're like, "Well, I just dumped a load in the robot."
I want a sex? Man, if that's how she's leading, she's never getting it. Hey, honey, we gonna sex?
That's how we talk up in here. Just go, "Hey, what's up? Want sex?" And
That's an episode name right there. I want a sex.
Honey, are we to fuck? Oh, we are to fuck.
okay. I'll say, "Hey, do you want to make sex?"
Honey, are we to fuck berserker?
My dear, let us the nasty do.
Robot Megan, let's make sex.
Megantron.
Joe,
Cool name.
but like, Joe,
Yeah.
would you fuck the sex bot? And would Beth be mad if you fucked the sex bot?
I don't know. Probably.
But it's a sex toy.
Is it
Here's
is it sentient?
that's an important question.
I don't know. It's a robot, Joe. Like let's not be like it has a consciousness.
No, I mean
It's
I
there-
don't mean like it has a consciousness
there-
at all, but
It's
it's
there in your house, and it's programmed to like help with chores, and you can fuck it.
It's C3PO level sentience. Take that as you will. Not Sonny from iRobot, but more practical minded, like, "I will check you off now. Really, real fast."
You want dick tug? Activate dick tug?
if it's like that, no.
Yeah, that's not very hot, is it?
No.
No, but she talks like Megan Fox, but it's
Like,
very
definitely not.
practically minded. It's like, "All right, pop down your trousers. Let's make sex now."
Pop dress. Unbuckle your knickers.
Please
Remove
remove your
your buttons.
pantaloons.
Ooh, are those boxers? No, boxer briefs. My word.
But it's like if Rosie the robot had a fucking fleshlight between her wheels. I don't know.
Her voice was horrendous. That's not
Yeah.
right.
No.
That's
Mr.
okay.
J.
I get it. But
Jesus.
like, she's an attractive she's an attractive housekeeper, and then she's like, "Oh, I sense you are in need of the fucking," and then you
You are have hard
But-
dick?
but maybe she's a hermaphrodite, and she's got a dildo for the ladies.
Yeah,
Uh,
maybe.
she can give Beth a good pounding after you've dumped your load in. Like,
You can go to the utility closet, pop off her head, put a Chad Michael Murray head on,
Mm.
big voluptuous tits, and her newly attached penis.
Well, it's probably like she just pressurizes something and the vagina just pops out of there as a dick. Like whatever's structurally inside just becomes a dick. So you could have it where you're taking backdoor and then she's taking the misses.
Yeah.
And it's just a party.
Yeah, she just goes, "Hold on, let me activate penis."
Yeah. Because she's a robot and there's no pain receptors, she's not gonna be like, "Oh no, not the butt." It's like, whatever, hole's a hole.
Yeah.
But
Same fleshlight.
Mm-hmm.
they make like fully anatomically correct sex dolls now.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have those silicone little
Oh yeah.
fuck torsos that are kind of disturbing.
No, they have whole bodies. They have
They got
Yeah,
the
even
full
those are kind of
bodies.
disturbing too.
those
They're
are
like
really expensive.
they're like low level AIs that like
Yeah.
Did you
they're like
price them out?
phrases and shit, but it's very C3PO in the sense it's like, I am so horny for you, Jeff.
Yeah.
Oh, daddy, please fuck me good. Please fuck me. I want to take over.
Now,
The-
would you rather fuck a robot that sounded like that, or the robot has a clear, very human voice, but it's like the McDonald's drive-through? It's
Yeah, those too.
You can't understand it.
They have those too in Asia. Like you just stick your hole and like the machine, the TV plays pornog or whatever, and it just like fucking tugs you off.
Yeah. I'm
That
just
did
saying.
that for me.
Joe, would Beth have an issue?
Probably.
But what if she's getting it too? What if she can get it too?
I
Where's your wife?
she's in there.
Where's your wife? I got some sexual questions to ask her.
Beth.
That's I got headphones on.
Beth. Oh yeah. Like I'm not friends with her on Facebook and I can't message her right now.
Well, here's an easy way to get down that path. Is she okay with you jerking off?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that's
So
one.
is she okay with you like if you had a flashlight?
I don't know that. I don't know the answer to that one.
I had a freebie pocket freebie. My dick way too big.
Okay, humble brag.
Well, it was free. It was
This
only
guy.
like yay big. It's Shrek, of course, but like even with
That's pretty big.
even with the Shrek.
What'd you do with the rest of the room?
Yeah.
I'm so happy we do video
You
now.
just you need like a bushing in there, something to.
Yeah, it's like, geez, settle down.
But you don't know if she'd be okay with the flashlight?
I don't know.
I'm totally gonna ask her right now.
I'm gonna get some random thing.
Good. I want
Yeah,
us to
what
come
the
back to
fuck?
this. I'm hoping she doesn't even respond to you. She just walks in the room like, "What the fuck are you talking about here?"
That's what's probably.
He's praying. That's what happened.
I don't think
Obviously,
either
you
way.
can masturbate with toys, Joe. Leave me alone.
She just dip her head in.
This,
Oh, please
this
do.
tangent just going from this review.
We were still talking about the fuck toy movie.
Yeah. It always goes there. I mean, you can't name one AI movie where, like, aside from My Robot, I guess, and that Robin Williams one.
Oh, Bicentennial Man.
Yeah, what I was going to say is where someone's not banging the robot. Someone's always banging the robot.
Did they fuck the robot in Ex Machina? I can't remember.
I think
yeah.
there's love
He
there.
fucked her?
Yeah, he fucked her.
I know he was in love with her, but I don't remember if he actually did the deed.
I was
I
gonna
can't
say
remember if he needed to.
AI, but Jude Law's character was a
He was a hoe.
yeah.
There it is.
Oh,
The message
Jesus.
is live. I said, we want you to join the conversation with us real quick, but Joe's being lame.
She's going to pretend she's sleeping. $50.
Probably they all do.
Yeah.
She actually could be
So, Andor?
I'll Andor for a while.
Andor.
You guys can Andor it up. I'm gonna go piss.
Well, I'll open the floor because I've only seen 4 episodes. You guys are all caught up?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So everything going on with is annoying and stupid to me.
Okay, that's one.
All right. So
if you don't start elaborating,
let me explain.
you're gonna need to.
Because I thought when he got out of prison, he's like, all right, now I'm going to go do shit. It just seemed very like, granted, I did like the, stealing the ship, the whole thing with the slow rebels. I don't even know who those people were.
Mhm.
That's all fine and dandy.
Dumb kids, the stupid idiot kids.
The kids on Yavin.
The Lost
Yeah,
Boys.
that was pretty fucking sweet.
That was cool. But now, like, the stuff with the city and all this shit going on, the fucking wedding, that I can't believe they made that a whole episode at the wedding. I really
But
can't.
it wasn't. They were interspersed throughout the entire 3 episodes.
I know that, but I'm saying it was too much.
The wedding was all about her. It's now her.
It's her dealing with the decisions she'd made.
Yeah, and it's getting to her eventual breaking point.
Yep.
And Luthen,
there's a handful of things going on there. She basically sold her daughter into servitude, which is something she never wanted to do to her kid. But it's everybody's story is, what am I willing to give up for the rebellion? For her, it's, I'm willing to give up my child's freedom, essentially. I'm willing to give up my morals by dealing with this fucking thug. And most importantly, I'm willing to give up a good friend because he helped me. And by helping me and the rebels, it fucked him over. Dude, that back and forth between her and Luthen about how we're going to deal with this guy is some of the best writing I've ever fucking watched.
But he's just like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it.
What's the number?
Yeah.
What's the number?
See, that was fine for me also. It's the dancing, knock it off. There's a lot of
so important to it, dude. At that point, she has nothing else to do. She's tried to maintain a happy face, alongside all this crazy shit that's going on. She has nothing left to do but to try and just accept the fact of what's going on and have one moment of freedom.
Because the way she said with her daughter, I wish my mother said this to me at my wedding instead of being drunk.
Yeah, and her daughter's like, I just wish you were drunk.
Yeah. And everything just kept going.
It's worse in her situation because, like, her mom believed in these old rituals that you should sell, basically, like, trade your daughter for standing, whereas she doesn't believe in it and still did it.
Yeah.
And then
she did it for a good reason, but, like, she knows she shouldn't have done it. And telling your daughter, I know I shouldn't do this and I'm sorry. And it's like, well, I'd prefer you just believed in this shit and got drunk because you were happy. So by the end of it, she got drunk and was as happy as she could be given the situation.
All notable points. I still think it was too much.
And going into 4, 5, and 6, the part, 3 BBY now, we're a year later. I totally admit it is a lot slower paced, but it's still
psychological.
Yeah.
So I'm still on episode 3 for a second. So when that dude's cigarette of a mother came in and was talking to him and his blonde girlfriend.
Well, yeah, the mother might be worse than any Star Wars character ever.
Oh yeah.
And they've destroyed planets.
Unnecessary. Get it out.
Absolutely necessary. It shows why he is the way he is.
Yeah.
Well, that scene where they're talking at the dinner table, 5, count them, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 feet away from him while he's laying on the bed like a pussy, and she's like,
that wasn't scripted, by the way. Everything when he went into the bed was not scripted.
They should have cut it.
It makes perfect sense. This guy is a fucking wet noodle who wants to accomplish something because his mom keeps riding him to accomplish something. He's finally in a place to do that, and he's not actually the one doing it. He's her fucking tool.
I didn't need to see his mother to know that.
Well, but
I thought it was just such a redundant scene, and
again, the fact that
while the 2 women are talking and discussing your future, and you are a prominent position in the Empire, is fucking lame.
But it built on what they established in season 1 with him and his mother, and now he's got Daedra, who's a very strong woman.
It's basically his mother, only better for him.
Yeah,
a version of his mother that will build him up, but is really just using him.
Oh well, yeah. Did you watch episode 5 yet?
Yeah, he's obviously in the dark about a lot of things.
Literally.
Yes, like episode 6 has one of the not the most tense scenes I've ever seen, but a really good use of tension as 2 different sequences are happening, and both of them are really fucking tight, uptight, and tightly edited.
Bix in 4, 5, and 6 was
shit. Bix is going through some shit.
Yeah, she is.
But her final moment in episode 6, that's fucking.
Yeah, that was
that
nice.
turns a corner for her. Like I can understand like it might not be your pace. It's obviously not actiony enough, and we know you like action, but like it is really well done storytelling. It is character growth and character establishment.
Lonnie, that the scene at the party.
All the shit with Saw Gerrera.
Oh my god, that was so. Yes, his monologue was so good.
Seeing how Saw Gerrera has fallen apart over the years, especially if you watch the Clone Wars. If you only watch the Clone Wars and then you watch Rogue One, you see how fucking gone he is in Rogue One. They finally explained why he got there, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. He is absolutely Apocalypse Now.
Oh yeah. The that was episode 5, I think, was mostly that, and the
shit with the guy getting trained.
Yeah, that part was some shit.
Oh yeah, because Forrest Whitaker's character came back, right?
Yeah.
He's like, "You ain't going nowhere, boy."
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's like, "You're staying here," but that does some twisties and turnies too.
Yeah, like, we're on Gorman now, and we know what's gonna happen on Gorman. Like, it's canon. It's coming.
I don't remember anything about the history of Gorman. I just know it's a powder keg.
Oh yeah,
it's Ferrex all over again. They're trying to create a situation that they can quell.
Well, I heard what the bellboy was telling Cassian was from Legends. That actually, I guess they made that canon about Tarkin.
The whole shit with Tarkin. Yeah, that was a great scene too. Seeing Cassian play different people, like he's got to actually go undercover as a spy on this planet and not be Cassian. That was pretty fucking sweet.
Oh yeah, and it didn't work.
Yeah, and him feeling out this group of potential rebels and being like, "Nah, bro, they don't got it. They got heart, but they don't got the skill. Back off of this shit." And no one's listening to him.
It was.
Yeah, I guess that is my biggest issue with this, because I don't mind character development. I watch Game of Thrones. I watch bullshit House of Dragons. It's just the fact that what Justin said, these are all dead people. And you're building all this up for their ultimate demise. And this,
not all of them.
The first season was like a build-up season. It was good. It wasn't crazy action. They built it up. To this season where you think like, because he's like, oh, not fucking run anymore. And now it's just like they start off with a bang with him, and now it's just he's dancing in his fucking living room with Biggs. It's like
he needs that in him, but when you see him in Rogue One, you have to see what broke him to that point. And there is no way Bix is dying. Either.
That's the thing. Is she or isn't she? Does something so bad happen between them that they split up? Or
is she taking drugs?
Yes.
Yeah, like she's doing downers to try and get through life. Like
what is it in the Batman taking drops?
Yeah, she's fucking drophead.
She's dropping.
That's the thing. Like we can assume this is what's going to happen to all these characters that we don't see in Rogue One. Or there's a lot of time in between that point and here. These relationships could fall apart in so many different ways, and that's what's interesting to me. And we're getting K2SO soon.
Yes, I think he's going to be.
He should show up tonight.
He should be in this one. I'm still calling the big Gorman thing happens in episode 2. That's my theory, and episode 3 is going to be the repercussions of that. That's just my theory. I don't know. I talked about this at work. Everybody else thinks that it's going to happen in episode 3.
It is kind of weird having a bunch of French people talk French in the Star Wars universe. I'm pretty sure that's the language they're using. On Gorman.
I don't know. I just everything with Luthen. I don't see his character lasting. I don't see him surviving. The daughter, yes. I see
his assistant.
Yeah,
is that his daughter?
I always thought that she was his daughter.
Well, his comrade.
Yeah.
Maybe she goes on to something in the rebellion. But yeah, he's too worn down in this thing. Like there's I think it was the episode 5 where he's like, I can't keep this shit straight. We got so many different things going on. Like I don't know who I'm lying to anymore.
Oh man, 46 minutes, 50 minutes, and an hour. The last episode was an hour.
I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I hope they have a lot of dancing in it.
Well, dude, there's gonna be some. There's gonna be a
Yeah.
lot of death. Very.
Oh, there's a lot of death coming.
There's a whole lot of death coming.
All right. So
But actually, Mike, I have a theory. I have a question for you.
Mhm.
Because, so, Tony Gilroy said, no Vader, no Emperor.
Yeah.
But we know in a trailer that Daedra is getting force choked.
Inquisitors, maybe.
That is what I said. Do you think that is kind of a meh?
Well, it would be an odd thing to throw in there because Inquisitors only get involved when Jedi are around.
Mm-hmm.
So you'd have to have somebody Force sensitive, and that is one of the interesting things about this. It's been removed from the Force. Like even Rogue One, the only Force users were Chirrut Imwe, and he was kind of weak in the Force,
Mhm.
and then Vader shows up to really wreck shop.
Yep.
So like a Force wielder could pop in, but a big part of the rebellion that would be crazy if they threw Starkiller in there. I wouldn't argue with it, but that would be a can of worms. Like the big thing, maybe a version of Ezra, because at that time,
But would he force choke somebody that we've only seen?
no, but having him around would be cause for what do you call it, Inquisitor to show up.
True. There has been rumors of the rebels showing up in this.
Oh, I'd fucking love. It would be weird. It would feel a bit out of place to have the Phoenix crew show up.
I thought Rebels takes place after.
No.
Before the Battle
Rebels
of
takes
Yavin.
place 5 years before the Battle of Yavin.
Rebels?
Rebels.
Yeah, get your knowledge up, dude.
So-
You look a fool right now. Egg on your face.
Because the Battle of Lothal was the first major beating of the Empire. That's what started to turn. That's where the rebellion started to come together. I'd love for them to make reference of it. Be like, what happened on Lothal gives us some backwind, and we could run with that.
So when does Andor take place?
Right now,
We're 2 years out.
2 years.
From the Battle of- yeah, this is the newest episode because each 3-episode block. After each one, there's a year jump.
They wouldn't be around.
Most of them wouldn't.
No.
Some of the crew would be, but
Yeah,
Ezra should be gone.
Yeah, Ezra would be gone because it says Rebels take place 5 years before New Hope.
okay.
Now, is it the first episode of Rebels and we get like a year or two of them? That's where things get, because it wasn't a small period of time that the Rebels crew was together. They go through a lot of changes.
It has been confirmed that there will be a legacy character showing up in Andor.
Besides K2
I would say Leia is the only one that makes sense.
maybe.
With Mothma, she's the only one that makes sense. They're too big in the rebellion.
You're not force choke at that point, though.
No. And there'd be no reason for an Inquisitor to show up just because Leia's there. You'd need a Jedi.
That's right. They keep showing the armor.
Obi-Wan?
Not force choking. That's right. It wouldn't be Obi-Wan because Obi-Wan is still in hiding.
Yeah.
That's right. It's
We know he came off the goddamn planet.
Yeah, once.
Yeah, but
for a
not-
very important mission.
not this close before the battle.
Not like he's taking vacations and going off to just help random folks.
You don't fucking know.
Oh, I know.
You don't fucking know.
I know.
But
Okay, but that's all speculation.
yeah. I figured I'd ask you that because it's.
All right, Joe.
Yeah.
Shut up. We got a movie to talk about.
Yeah. Justin and I, at separate times over the last few days, each went to see Thunderbolts.
Yes.
And I feel like we both came out of it with a similar appreciation. It's damn solid.
I really enjoyed it.
We were able to call quite a few things in it, not just the what's already been spoiled asterisk title of the movie. We all kind of figured that's where the name was going to be going. Yes, they are the new Avengers. How they get there, though, is duplicitous and very DeFontaine. But it's the rest of the stuff in the movie. Like, we kind of knew there's no way any of these people could stand up to the Sentry/Void. And the only way to beat him is to interact with him, which is essentially talk him down from a ledge, pretty much. But even that's not.
So now the Hulk was pep talked down, the Sentry's pep talked down. So I can only guess that Galactus is going to get pep talked down, and he's going to say, "Not today, guys. I need a pep talk."
I don't see Galactus losing.
No, they're going to stick an ultimate nullifier in his face, and something's going to happen. Either he's going to blink, or half of that planet's going to get destroyed.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying they're going to try to be like, "Hey, man, you don't have to do this."
Not talking about
and
that.
he's like, "Yeah, I do."
We're not talking about Fantastic Four right now.
Well, I'm just saying, it just seems like they're trying to pep talk all these villains down instead of like kicking their ass.
We'll get there in a few minutes.
No.
It plays an important part in the fucking end of this, so shut up and wait your turn.
Well, there's no way they could kick this villain's ass. They lay that out pretty succinctly.
He's a god.
He's more powerful than Thor. If they're going to go with the powers that he has in the comics, he is unstoppable. He can control matter. He can alter things on a molecular level.
Which he does.
Yeah.
That's lame.
He can get into people's minds. He can do almost anything. What's cool about it is if you throw that power on a normal person, all right, you've got a kind of dangerous individual that could do some good in the world. You throw that power on a schizophrenic with abuse issues, you've got a hero and a villain in one, and you have complete unpredictability. Yeah. That's why he's interesting.
I enjoyed everybody their arc in this fucking thing.
Except for one.
Well, I feel like that Marvel being like, we get it. It's not the Taskmaster you want.
Did you hear the story arc they had for her before they excised essentially her entire character? She was going to be having memory issues. So her mind would kind of reset every once in a while, and she would go back to mission. And her mission was to take out U.S. Agent. So as they were all working together to try and help each other, she would just start attacking him randomly. And they did have to be like, whoa, stop. You have to get your shit together. And her and Ghost would have a connection because they were both abused and turned into weapons. And that would be a part of Ghost's arc in this whole thing, who, when it all comes down, has the weakest arc out of everybody. So it would have given her something more to do.
Yeah, but I think that would have been too much.
It would have extended the movie about 10 to 15 minutes. It might have hurt the pacing.
Yeah.
And obviously taking her out the way they did makes you think, holy shit, all of them could go.
Yeah.
So it works in a way, but like I said, man, they can't stop doing that character. That poor woman wrong.
I hated her version of Taskmaster to begin with, so.
Oh, and Black Widow? Yeah, it was very lackluster.
It wasn't the character we were hoping for.
No.
She was a husk.
Yeah, it was. That was very lackluster in that movie.
I'll tell you what, though.
Joe's word of the day.
Yeah.
I was really proud that they peppered the humor throughout. And it's not nearly as funny of a movie as the trailers have made it seem.
Okay.
Yeah, you see most of the comedy beats in the trailer. There's not a lot beyond that. There's some, but it's not a very funny movie. It's heartfelt. Like Yelena has a similar story arc to Natasha, but it's not the exact same thing.
Yeah.
It's anyone who's gone through the Red Room is going to have this kind of trauma, but it's definitely her own. And she's definitely dealing with stuff, not even at the same rate that Natasha did. Natasha got through these emotions very quickly. Yelena has no one to help her get through these emotions. And that's what making this team does for her.
When she's on that fucking street corner right before Bob comes back,
Yeah.
and she breaks down to Red Guardian, and she calls him Daddy.
Mm.
Fucking dude.
Yo, how about that bit with the little girl? I really liked. I didn't think this group was going to have heroic moments. You figure they're a bunch of military units. They're just going to be a strike team when it comes down to it. But no, they all embrace the notion of let's be heroes. Let's do the right thing when it comes down to it. And they kind of do it in a, well, what the fuck else do we have to do? Well, let's do the right thing.
I mean, it was a combination of that, and it was Bucky being like, I've literally been exactly where you are.
Yeah.
So everybody needed a pep talk to be a hero?
No.
By Bucky?
No.
No?
They needed a straight talk.
Yeah.
Straight talk.
Um,
I'll see it.
you should. It was really good.
Give it like a month. I'll see it.
Yeah, I plan on watching it. I really would like to go see it in the movies.
Now,
I think it'll be better than Cat 4.
it was. I liked Cap 4, but this was better. Now, the end of the movie, the second post credits.
I watched that.
I knew you would.
Yeah, I saw it.
Filmed by the Russos.
Yeah, I
In
saw
classic
that.
Marvel fashion, doing the post-credit scene handoff.
Set up something that we had called, Mike and I at least, that the FF were going to be coming to this world.
Oh, yeah, I said that years ago.
Yeah, okay.
Probably before you.
But watching the trailer for their movie on the big screen, I caught a couple things.
Okay.
I think they desert their planet because they know that there's no surviving whatever happens between Galactus and the Incursions, right?
Rick and Morty style.
It's a pretty bleak move for the Fantastic Four to do.
The reason I say this is when you're watching their trailer, there's two things in it that caught me. Because we saw the trailer and I was like, huh, that's weird. And then when we catch the post credits, I was like, okay, I think I can make sense of this now. One is their world does have a giant fucking hole in it. Go back and watch the trailer. There's a big burny hole in the middle of their Earth. It's real.
Do you think like Galactus gets too far, and it may not like eat the world, but it's so fucked that they are trying to find a new world to move everyone to?
Something along the lines of that.
Yeah, because it can't be a desertion thing. That's a very unfantastic Four thing to do.
I didn't say desert. I said
Yeah.
leave the planet. Because the other thing is, they're leaving to go on that mission. They all look fucking sad as fuck. They are like, we're gonna protect you. We're sorry.
Yeah.
No. We know Franklin.
We know she's pregnant.
We know
We
she's
don't know if we're
pregnant.
going to see him yet.
Do you think when they get to the MCU Earth, she's still pregnant, or is Franklin?
I'm not even worried about that right now, because I think the baby's born during the movie. I think there's an accelerated growth of the child, but that they probably keep that under wraps. My thing is, I think they know their planet's fucked, and they need to find a way to unfuck it, and that involves. And that's why they look miserable when they're going on this fucking mission.
Yeah, they feel like they're abandoning everyone. They know they have to do it to help everyone.
I see where you're going with this, because when you look at that trailer, everybody's like, "Thank you, Fantastic Four. We love you, Fantastic Four." It's boasting.
Yeah. It starts on such a high that the only way
Right.
to end it is for them to be.
Now that I've mentioned this, Go back and watch the newest trailer because it'll click.
Yeah, that's the kind of misdirect you need. But that moment where they zoom in on the interdimensional ship and you see it rotates in the floor, dude, there was a synchronous holy shit between me and the guy next to me.
Yeah, I mean, as soon as you see the design of the ship, you're kind of like, oh, it's definitely.
Yeah.
So we're watching it, and Ashley knows nothing about Sentry, right?
Mhm.
She knows the Thunderbolt guys at this point. Everything she's learned from the previous movies, knows nothing about the Sentry and the Void.
Yeah.
So she's like, all those people, I hope they're not dead. And then,
Once it spreads throughout the entire city, you're like, oh, okay.
yeah.
There's no fucking way.
And then at the end, she sees the ship, and she's like, "Wait a minute." I was like, "Wait till we get in the car."
Now, what's it? It must be kind of weird because both of us know going into that what the Sentry is.
Yes.
And you're just questioning what version of it. I'm really happy they didn't go with the original version because in the comics, Sentry was around the entire time.
Yeah.
For every major battle, the Sentry was there, but because of the fact that he's a dual personality, he had himself erased from history, erased from people's minds. This is a very different version of it, where he is made whole cloth at pretty much around the time that we meet him. So he didn't have any history with anyone else. I kind of prefer this.
I was going to say, I do appreciate them taking this way.
Because it would muddle everything way too much. You'd get a lot of really great glory shots of him popping up in all the different battles, but he would have ended the war against Chitauri. He could have destroyed Thanos with one punch. Like he wouldn't have fit into the story at all.
Yeah. It would have done. It would have been enough Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Where you're like, where the fuck is Carol been the entire time? And you're like, well, Galaxy's okay. I guess that works for her. But like, what's use? I really enjoyed the part in the fucking post credits where he's like, Red Guardian's like, oh, we could rob. Let's not pretend we don't have a sentry in the corner. He's pretending to read the book. That was fun.
I really do like Red Guard. Like he's become one of my more favorite characters in the entire MCU because of his energy. There's very few people who are so happy to be a hero, to have these powers. And sure, he regrets some of his past, but it wasn't like most of his decisions. He was just used as a tool, and now he gets to make his decisions going forward, and seems to be really enjoying them.
Yeah, he is the highlight of all the shit he's in.
If you like the dynamic between him and Bucky, the What If episode between the two of them is pretty damn great. It's that same energy for like 40 minutes.
Oh, the road trip episode?
Yeah.
That was fucking fantastic.
Yeah.
Speaking of fantastic, Justin, I saw the giant hole in the earth. Yeah, it's there. Yeah.
Because that would be a very Fantastic Four thing.
And then there is a shot of the Silver Surfer, I guess, going through the hole. Like you can see, there's like,
yeah,
she's definitely in like the core.
I think their fucking world gets destroyed.
I do too.
And that's how they're going to end up being the FF in this universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a damn shame. Not like it's impossible. That I do like the notion that their world needs them to come back, needs their help. They don't just abandon it. Or
I really think it's too late. Because then it kind of makes the Fantastic Four movie the Empire Strikes Back of this whole thing.
Bingo. People gotta go.
That whole opening is so happy, and then the way it ended. Can you protect us? I don't know. You're right. They do look very somber at the end of that trailer.
It's like they don't even tell everybody that like they're leaving, and they're all fucked.
I
can't wait to watch Fantastic Four.
oh no, I'm so looking forward to that movie. Um,
That's weird because I'm looking at the footage now, and they're in that spaceship
I know.
yeah,
heading towards
said-
that hole. So why would they go into that spaceship to come back to Earth? It just has me so peaked for this movie.
Because what if the hole's not galactic? What if it's like we're saying? What if they use the ultimate nullifier on galactic?
Yeah,
With,
it's their mistake.
with some time left in the movie, and that's an incursion.
Well, that wouldn't be an incursion, destroying the Earth that way.
It wouldn't be in the incursion the way we know it in comics. But since they're playing with things, and we know all about the multiverse, what if it's like a multi-dimensional incursion, not necessarily incursion? It's like fucking twist in space time.
I mean, it could, if the ultimate nullifier is that powerful, maybe it breaks through. That's some pretty high concept shit to be thrown in. And now we're just speculating the night away. There's obviously more going on here, and I am starting to lean toward well, based on what we've seen, them coming to the 616. There's dire straits on their planet, one way or the other.
mm-hmm.
They're not just coming here to check it out.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our reviews.
Yeah.
Just some new stuff. If you could wear any prehistoric animal as a garment, what animal would it be, and what would you turn it into?
I'm gonna take this one off my list.
Okay. Yeah, I figured you saw this one too.
Oh,
Anybody want to answer that? Anybody have anything off the top of their heads?
answer because I know the answer to the question.
I'd probably Velociraptor headdress, Native American style,
That's nice. With the skull or just the skin?
with the skull.
Okay, that's hardcore. Might be tricky to pull off.
I'm hardcore.
I'd probably like go with
Well, I'm
the.
not done. And then I would take the talons, the sharp talons. I'd put them on my gauntlets that I made from raptor skin also. And so I have Wolverine claws. I think I'm done now.
Maybe saber-tooth tiger jacket when it's cold. Yeah,
That'd be nice.
That's a really good idea. I'm actually mad I didn't think of it.
Well, it's unfortunate that none of you said a T-Rex leather handbag, because you're going to be able to buy one of those if you so choose.
what?
I'm gonna call bullshit. I don't buy it, but I appreciate the niche market.
Mike, go ahead.
The world's first T-Rex leather may hit shelves by the end of the year thanks to the collaboration between VML, the organoid company, and lab-grown leather. Using fossilized collagen from dinosaur remains, scientists reconstructed the T-Rex's DNA to grow bio-based leather without harming animals or the environment. Unlike synthetic alternatives, this lab-grown leather uses scaffold-free cell growth, creating a biodegradable, high-end material with real collagen structure. The leather, touted as cruelty-free and luxurious, will debut in accessories by late 2025, with future plans extending into automotive and fashion industries.
So you're gonna carry around petri dish dinosaur leather that's also decomposing.
It's natural, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna get fucking T-Rex leather seats up in my car.
I'll start with a T-Rex phone case.
Wow.
Which rapper rocks it first? That's the question.
Oh, that's
You know it's going to be a rapper. You know what? Country music guys,
so.
I got them T-Rex snakeskin boots.
It's going to be a Kardashian.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
If it's a handbag first, it's going to be one of them folk.
So every picture, all the news places post are AI generated.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, we're all wrong. It's Lady Gaga. She's gonna get a T-Rex skin onesie.
Mhm.
Only her pussy's gonna be exposed, and there's gonna just be like a little dinosaur face down there.
I think you're pretty spot on.
Yeah.
The snatch door.
So it's
Yeah, that's happening, Joe. That'll be an option.
that's pretty cool. I gotta say, like the basis behind it is really cool. You know,
Yep. And then the next thing you know, the cyborg robots have dinosaur skin also to make it feel real.
Mhm.
Wait, so I could fuck a dinosaur lady?
So when you're fucking your Megan Fox robot, she's gonna have a dinosaur skin pussy
No, you don't.
that you're gonna bang.
You can't fuck leather pussy.
Well, I mean, in tomorrow's world, you can.
I don't want that. I'm not fucking some chick with dermatitis.
Yeah, but what I would like though is if she got Dilophosaurus frills that come up when she orgasms. That'd be fun to watch.
That's how she squirts. She just gets these.
Spits. Hey man, I don't need them to tell me they've orgasmed that bad. Like I know when it's happened. I don't need some kind of
wouldn't it be
indicator.
cool if it had a peacock effect? You'd just be
Ew.
like, I did that.
We could grind up Triceratops horn and snort it,
And
boners,
snitch.
or make tea out of it for boners.
Yeah.
I'm happy to say I don't need stego dick.
I don't either, but it's nice to have sometimes.
You don't need it, but don't you want to try it?
Yeah, sometimes it's nice to walk around with a 4-hour hard on. How
I
many
disagree.
times can you go? We don't know. We're gonna find out. We're gonna enter that frontier now.
I'm still going. I never finished.
Yeah.
Nike is flipping the script with the upcoming Dirty Triple White Air Force Ones. Dropping in May for $130, this pair comes pre-creased and marked up. But wear it down, you reveal a cleaner version underneath.
When is Nike done? When does Disney buy Nike?
Think right now.
Right. So Disney's got an offer sheet on the table, and they go, "We got one last thing: the tri-colored white Air Force Ones for $100." You used to buy this for like $50.
Well, that's pre-tariffed prices now too. Who knows what these pre-dirtied shoes are going to be when they finally come out?
$3,000.
Mm-hmm.
Dude, that's so funny. Buy these dirty shoes that look like shit but get better over time. And then 6 months go by and they're like, they still look like shit. And they go, well,
That's like
we tried.
Like pre-ripped jeans cost more than regular jeans.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Pretentious horseshit.
Yeah.
Dude, some of those ripped jeans, they're like, just wear shorts. Your whole leg is exposed. You look ridiculous. People need to bring the, like, you look ridiculous back because they don't look good.
Do you ever wonder how some of these people get into those pre-ripped jeans? They look harder to put on than fishnets.
They probably get in through the pant leg and then just kind of curl up through the waistline because it's just open on the bottom.
Yeah. There's
Right,
like
except for the
3
ankle.
fucking slats that are all torn up. You got to like put your leg in and then maneuver around each one. No, and it's not even that good looking.
There's somewhere it's just straight up exposure from thigh to shin,
Mm-hmm.
and then they just have the ankle around, and it's just like, I don't. Why? For what?
Do you not realize how fucking stupid you look right now? Do you think you look cool like that?
I think they do.
There's people that tell them they do, and that's the problem.
That's the style now, but it looks stupid, right? Like I don't wear fedoras because people tell me I look stupid in them.
Yeah. Okay, that was more fashion than I expected on the show. But remember how they were talking about making a Sergeant Rock movie?
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, shit ain't happening no more.
Who is it? Sergeant Rock?
Sergeant Rock is a DC. He's basically DC's Nick Fury. In a
Oh,
lot of
the
ways.
Colin Farrell thing.
Yeah, Colin Farrell or Daniel Craig. There were a lot of names thrown around. I'm surprised they even made an announcement because there's not much of a demo for this anymore. It's a World War II hero.
I think that's what they found.
Yeah, they figured that out a bit too late, like 5 scripts in.
Well, I saw a $70 million budget too, and they were like, "Eh, not
a
enough."
$7 million World War II movie about a character that 90% of people don't know. let's pump the brakes on that one.
It could work if they made a good movie and it wasn't all punny and hee hee ha ha. But I don't know. DC's not great.
Ryan Reynolds is writing a Deadpool and X-Men movie.
I wish he was.
The word is it won't be very Deadpool focused. He will be a supporting character or an equal footing with everyone else.
Here's my problem with it.
Mm.
I'm over the Fox characters. I'm glad that they got their goodbye. I hope they all die quickly, but not off screen in Doomsday and Secret Wars. But like, dude, just can we get X-Men in the fucking MCU proper 616? Like,
These are supposed to be the MCU X-Men that he's
why,
interacting.
then how's he involved?
Because
they gave a fucking cop-out ending at the end of fucking Deadpool and Wolverine.
he's going to survive the incursion. He's going to survive Battleworld. That's what it is. Because money. And he's going to interact with a new version of the X-Men because more money. And hopefully it's funny.
Justin, what do you want?
I want them to just I'm good with the Deadpools now.
You don't want a pun-filled X-Men
Not really.
where Iceman says, "Oop, here's ice in your face." You don't want that?
No, dude.
You don't want Cyclops to say, "I'll keep an eye on you"?
Nope.
No?
I think I'm Team Vin on this.
You want them to make it realistic and not totally fucking stupid?
Oh, Team Grumpy Fuck?
Yeah.
It's just like I'm happy Ryan got to do his thing, but like we're good now.
Or maybe they'll do that thing where they're like, "Oh, this is for kids, but we're going to make a lot of sexual innuendos and bad puns also." And, a couple fight scenes. How about that? Want one of them? It's for kids, but also sex.
$1.3 billion. We're not done. We're far from done.
Yeah. They're going to talk about Rogue banging. Heck, I would.
Heck, you have.
Always. She's better have fat cans and a huge ass.
I think this is a bad idea.
My last bit of news is also a very bad idea. Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff are creating a Greco-Roman wrestling league.
Yeah, with the former UFC dude.
I heard they got a name for it. It's going to be called Out of Business in 6 months.
Yeah, it's the XFL.
Yeah.
Another name. It was failed before it started.
Yeah. If this thing even gets off the fucking ground,
Yeah, failure to launch is the third name on the list.
Something no one asked for ever, but yeah, sure. Hogan and Bischoff together again. What could go right? I hand it off now.
all right.
I'm going to jump off here, fellas.
Nighty night.
Night, buddy.
One love. Andor stinks.
Watch your mouth.
Voltron wrapped the other day.
This is the Netflix live action?
No, this is like
The
movie.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the Henry Cavill starring Voltron.
Oh, and he left.
I know. I did it for him. I did it for The Rock. I did it for.
For the people. And we don't even know who he's playing in this, right?
We do not.
Okay.
Yeah, it's him, Idris. I look forward to this.
Sterling K.
Yeah, Sterling K. Not Idris.
Fucking racist. Whoa, Nathan Jones is going to be in it?
Yeah, dude.
Huh? Those are the only names I know.
Yeah, so Voltron. So trailer in a few months, maybe?
Should be.
It will come out with Superman.
That'd be cool.
0 release date, so maybe not.
The trademark for Edge in the WWE has lapsed, and they did not renew it. So, Adam Copeland is more than likely going to go back to his Edge moniker when he reteams with Christian for their final run before they retire at AEW. And I'm happy about it.
Yeah, he doesn't need to, but it would make sense. Is he still active right now, or is he taking a little hiatus to get ready?
He had a big thing and then got turned on by FTR. They beat him up real bad. He's been off TV for a couple weeks, so this will all fall into place.
Yeah, he's primed to come back as Edge and Christian, and take the big bow.
Yeah,
couldn't happen at a better time.
So we'll have one last run for like the next year or so. They'll win the titles again, and then, good for them. Everybody remember Gym Class Heroes?
Vaguely,
kind of.
They got a new album coming. They got back together, and they're going to be releasing new music.
Was this the Handlebars guys?
Handlebars? No. Gym Class Heroes was like Cupid's Chokehold.
I don't even.
You would know the song because they borrowed the riff from an older song that I can't remember. I'm blanking completely on. You would know if you heard those.
Probably. Were they a one-hitter?
No. They had a couple hits.
Wow. From 97 to 2019. That's some longevity.
Yeah. Jeremy Renner turned down season 2 of Hawkeye because they were like, hey, come do more work and make less money. And he's like, no, I almost died.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, you think because I got hit by a fucking truck, I can't do this anymore? There's like, I'm worth half as much? No.
Yeah.
And the rationale behind this, the word on the street is, they lowballed him so that he would say no, so that they could be like, oh, well, he's not coming back. We're not making it. They never actually wanted to make it, but I think because he had the option, they had to try.
Yeah.
They don't need it. They're just going to move forward with Kate Bishop, and people will be content enough. I kind of agree, though. Like, not the dickish way they did it. And even he was like, yeah, it wasn't Marvel. It was Disney's being characters.
Disney's fucking people. Yeah.
But, like, he had a great send-off moment. He, like, literally, virtually handed off the torch to her. Like, he gave her the name.
Yeah.
So I can live with it. But he'll probably show up in fucking Doomsday or Secret Wars for a hot minute.
Right. As he will for the Russos. And because they'll fight to get him some money.
Yeah.
It's going to be everybody. All hands are on deck on this fucking thing. So.
Yeah. You don't leave one of the original 6 out.
No.
Google's quantum chip has solved a problem that might prove we live in a multiverse. In a groundbreaking experiment, Google's new quantum chip, Willow, solved a computational problem in under 5 minutes, a task that would have taken the fastest classical supercomputers about 10 septillion years. The feat has set off a major debate. Does Willow's success offer real proof that we live in a multiverse? Harmut Nevin, head of Google's quantum AI team, thinks so. He argues that the chip's extraordinary computational power lines up perfectly with multiverse interpretations of quantum mechanics, the idea that quantum computers draw power from many parallel universes working together. This concept was first proposed by physicist David Deutsch, who suggested that quantum computations happen across a vast number of coexisting realities. Willow's staggering achievement, some claim, is the first experimental hint that Deutsch's theory might be right. Critics, however, aren't convinced. They argue that other interpretations of quantum mechanics, like the Copenhagen or pilot wave theories, could explain Willow's success without invoking parallel worlds. They also point out that random circuit sampling the task Willow completed, was specifically designed to stress test quantum advantage rather than to provide direct evidence of parallel universes. Still, several aspects of Willow's performance weigh heavily in favor of the multiverse view. Its ability to hold and manipulate many quantum states simultaneously fits naturally with the idea that computations unfold across different branches of reality. A near instant solution to a problem that should have taken septillions of years in a single universe is difficult to reconcile without invoking multiple realities at work. And decades ago, Deutsch predicted that if a quantum computer ever achieved supremacy, it would be because they were operating across parallel universes, a prediction that Willow's achievement now seems to fulfill.
Damn. That's cool.
That's really fucking cool.
Wow.
Borderline unnerving, but all right.
Yeah. See, kids, nerdities. Sometimes we get real nerdy.
Sometimes science.
That's really cool.
That is really fucking cool.
Wait, what's the name of the gym class hero song I should know?
Cupid's chokehold.
Okay, let me listen to this quietly.
I'm intrigued on this chip.
Yeah, dude.
Okay. It'd make my girlfriend
Yeah, there you go.
running in your motor gun.
Google Quantum.
Still like the original song better.
Yeah. A sperm blocking male contraceptive could hit the market as soon as 2028. The injectable hydrogel effectively blocks sperm for at least 2 years with a good safety profile.
I was up for it until injection was involved.
I mean, they got to put it down the pee-pee.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'd do a gel. So if it seeped in, it killed your sperm. I would do I might even do like an IUD type thing to kill them.
No, I mean it's like it's like a catheter, but like less invasive.
Yeah, but no thanks.
I mean, it gives you 2 years of dick slinging powers.
Look, my pull-out game is excellent. I'm not worried. I don't want a needle in my dick.
Well, don't go to Tijuana. Don't ask me how I know.
Wasn't about to.
J.K. Rowling's in the news again.
Oh, her.
Best-selling author J.K. Rowling has made her views on the transgender community and trans rights painfully clear over the past year or so, leaving many to wonder how that would potentially impact HBO and showrunner, executive producer Francesca Gardiner and director, executive producer Mark Millard's upcoming series adaptation of Rowling's Harry Potter novels. A number of famous names from the film franchise have gone public with their support of the trans community, while others, like Bridgerton star Nicola Coughlan, have made it clear that they're not interested in being associated with the author. Last week, the issue hit the headlines once again when Papa Essedu, who was set to portray Hogwarts Professor Severus Snape, joined hundreds of other television and film folks in signing an open letter calling on the media and entertainment industry to commit to protecting and including the trans community. Needless to say, a whole lot of folks who side with Rowling lost their collective shit on social media, clutching their pearls, fanning away the vapors.
My lord.
And ranting about Essedu needing to be fired. Earlier today, Rowling responded again to those calling for the actor to be sacked. Quote, I don't have the power to sack an actor from the series, and I wouldn't exercise it if I did. I don't believe in taking away people's jobs or livelihoods because they hold legally protected beliefs that differ from mine. End quote. Rowling wrote in a social media post that went live on Monday.
Well, that's fairly decent of her.
That was a fairly decent remark. Still an asshole.
Yeah. I'd always hoped she was just of the mindset of, I don't get it, but it's your life. But yeah, she really has been a dick about shit.
Yeah, she's been a dick.
I read David Tennant he was very vocal against her. Very vocal.
Tennant's a dude.
Yeah.
You should feel just as vocal about only having like 5 minutes in the entire series.
Yeah. Time for food news.
Food news.
New Chewy Chips Ahoy cinnamon bun cookies. Soft and chewy cookies baked with cinnamon, cream cheese flavored chips, and white fudge chips.
Lost me at white fudge.
I want it.
If Joe Pravdo was a Chewy Chips Ahoy, he'd be this flavor
I want it.
because it's all white.
I look extra pale today.
Caucasian Chips Ahoy.
Don't wear black on the show anymore.
I
Bro.
know.
Yeah, you can't be that high contrast,
I look
sir.
extra pale today.
And the pink parts look more red than the red on your shirt.
Yeah. Baskin Robbins always finds out.
Baskin Robbins don't play.
May 2025 menu, you can get a lava colada, blend of pina colada flavors and the fruity tang of delicious strawberries. Take that home, add a little rum. Or don't even wait to get home. Just take out a little airplane bottle and out in your pocket because your life sucks and you hate everything.
Delay that order.
And then just pour it into your fucking Baskin Robbins and then take out the other bottle you have and just drink it straight.
Remember, Baskin Robbins always finds out. Okay.
They also have a strawberry Tres Leches ice cream.
Ooh.
Tres Leches ice cream blended with juicy strawberry pieces, fluffy white cake chunks. Sexy. The word chunk in a fucking
White chunks.
chunks. And
Joe's nickname, White Chunk.
and swirls of strawberry.
Is strawberry this year's hot honey now? What the fuck is going on?
I mean, strawberry season, bro. It's May.
Okay. I have no clue about these seasonal issues.
Joining the frozen pizza lineup is Ragu because it's only taken 80 years. But Ragu now has cheese pizza, combination pizza, which features the sausage, pepperoni. It's just sausage pepperoni. I thought there was more to it. Oh no, that's the Supreme, which has sausage, pepperoni, green and red peppers, black olives, onions, and of course, ragu and mozzarella cheese. The 90s child in me who was raised in a house that used ragu kind of wants to try these, but the acid reflux in me says, what the fuck, are you crazy?
Yeah, no.
You know what kind of hell jarred tomato sauce will do to you?
What was Celeste? I kind of put this in that whole that echelon of frozen pizza.
Mama Celeste?
Celeste?
Yeah.
Pizza for one, cause you a lonely fuck.
Pizza for the depressive. Hey, you.
Mama's here for you.
Come lay with a mama. You put your head on mama's chest. You cry.
It's okay.
It's okay. Mama pat your head. Eat a slice of pizza. Then have a gurge. Yes. You have an agita. Mommy take you to the bathroom. You shit it. You shit out of your ass. Yeah. You piss out of your butt. He said, Mama Celeste, of course you piss out of your butt. This is not a real bread. Oh no.
Okay. Smucker's Uncrustables has peanut butter and mixed berry spread sandwiches.
I feel like they always did, didn't they? This is new.
No, they've always had grape and strawberry. Raspberry's new, and now mixed berry.
So it's not a huge leap for them. It's just new jams and jellies.
Bluebell Ice Cream is putting out a new wedding line.
What?
They have Groom's Cake and Bride's Cake are the two new flavors. Groom's Cake is milk chocolate ice cream with chocolate cake pieces, chocolate-coated strawberry hearts, swirls of strawberry sauce, and chocolate icing.
Fucking strawberry.
That sounds delicious, though.
So all that chocolate and strawberry?
One big, sexy, chocolate-covered strawberry ice cream cake.
Regret cake.
Oh, fuck. Oh, man. Give me a good fuck bot and a pint of this, and I'm ready.
Be balls deep in silicone with a spoon in your mouth. The fuck do I need her for? Brain freeze. Fuck.
Hey, sex bot, switch to McDonald's drive-through voice, please.
You want to tongue your asshole? What was it? I said you want to tongue your asshole. Maybe. Want to supersize your tongue, asshole?
Supersize that. Supersize it.
You could make it bigger.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
The bride's cake is almond flavored ice cream with cake pieces and amaretto flavored cream cheese icing.
Okay.
So I guess this is meant to simulate the black tux with maybe a red tie and the virginal white gown.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you can still be a virgin on your wedding day if you fuck a robot.
Mm-hmm. Technically.
Yep. Chex Mix Muddy Buddy Snacks is teaming up with Oreo for Oreo Muddy Buddies.
Wait,
Yes, you heard that right, Joe.
I'm there.
Yeah, yeah.
This is fucking Inception now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm there. That sounds so good. Where do I get this?
Heading to
What about
7-Eleven.
Oh shit. Okay. Sweet.
Yeah.
Oh, I guess while I'm there, I'll get a blunt wrap and a shitty piece of pizza. Maybe a
Yes,
fucking
sir.
week-old hot dog.
Go for the Slurpee.
Yeah.
Joining the freeze-dried candy craze put out by their own companies instead of these assholes that take $3 candies and charge $9 to freeze dry them. Lemon Heads, Sweet Tarts, and Sprees are all dropping freeze-dried version.
It's got to be the chewy sweet tarts, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I'm trying to picture what would happen if you freeze-dried pure sugar.
Pure deliciousness.
I kind of want to try those, though. Scratch that. I totally want to try those.
I'm not a fan of the freeze dried.
I've enjoyed so many of them.
Uh,
Freeze-dried Milk Duds are fucking incredible.
The-
I haven't had
the-
those.
the candy company versions are better than
Oh, yeah.
like the fucking Jolly Rancher ones are perfect.
The
They're like candy cheese doodles.
quality control they got going on there as opposed to some schmuck with a freeze dryer
Okay.
and a mini mall.
So like if you're gonna buy them directly from the fucking
Okay.
The Skittles Pops, I think they're called.
yeah.
Those are great.
Fucking good.
Yeah, they're way more consistent. They break down in your mouth a lot easier. You don't have to worry about like cracking a tooth.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Arby's has the meats. And they're like,
You got the meat sweats.
we see your chicken nuggets and we raise you steak nuggets. Yes, sir.
I'm Googling this.
You fucking do it. It's real.
Oh my
Steak
god, I
nuggets.
just start typing and it's there.
Steak nugget bowl. So it's steak nuggets on top of mac and cheese with crispy onions. And a steak nugget sandwich.
There it is.
Nope. Smoked steak nuggets with Havarti cheese, crispy onions, tangy pickles, Arby's signature horsey sauce on a toasted bun. Steak
Steak nuggets.
America. Fuck
If
yeah.
you type in Arby's and then just put an S.
Yeah, steak nuggets pops up.
Yeah. You can
Wow,
get
it looks like
five-
burnt ends.
It does.
5 or 9 piece.
There's no way you can just get the nuggets too. You don't have to get them on
Yeah.
something.
Nope, you can just get fucking 9 steak nuggets.
When is this happening?
Yeah, I need to
Testing.
try this.
It's testing in certain markets now. No release yet for nationwide, but like let's be honest, steak nuggets, this is America, kids.
Yeah.
These are going to be out by like July cuz
Oh
America.
yeah.
And the only time I'll be able to try them, I think, is when I'm down by you. Because there is no Arby's around here.
No, they're just definitely not. I think
Wait, there might be one. Where's this one at?
the one in Brick gone?
yeah.
One
yeah.
in Brick is gone.
Yeah.
Been gone for a while. There's like 3 different locations that it bounced around
Is
to.
it,
The Neptune one is still open.
was there no one like by Cherry Hill?
Yeah.
The Neptune one, when you just get off of the Parkway near the wall, it's in the same parking lot as the Walmart. that's the only one that's within driving distance of me. But there's one where the actually the one down by you guys is temporarily closed.
Yeah.
The one on in Absecon. Holy shit! I have the best option here.
Dave Nuggets.
Yeah, girl.
Over at Target, they have a bunch of their favorite day brand ice cream and ice cream novelties coming. Of course, in time for the 4th of July, they have a red, white, and blue ice cream, vanilla, strawberry, and blueberry ice creams together like a Neapolitan.
Mm-hmm.
They have sugar cookie ice cream sandwiches, which is vanilla ice cream betwixt two star-shaped cookies in either red or blue. They have pops, and then they have some pints that sound pretty good. Tart cherry blast, cream cheese flavored ice cream with tart cherry swirl and white and blue flakes with sprinkles. Strawberry angel food cake, vanilla flavored ice cream swirled with cake pieces and a strawberry swirl. Mango sweet cream, cream cheese flavored ice cream with a mango swirl. Peach cobbler, brown sugar flavored ice cream swirled with cake pieces and a peach swirl. And spicy lime margarita. Margarita lime flavored ice cream with a salted lime swirl and salted chili lime flakes. She's a spicy little bitch. And the last bit I got here is just in time for Mother's Day. Go to Krispy Kreme for minis for mom collection. It's mini donuts, so mom doesn't feel like the fat cow that she is.
Jeez.
Oh, am I gonna get in trouble?
Well, not from you, but like you have a wife with a child.
Anyways.
Mm-hmm. Though she said that after she went to bed.
No, she's still awake.
Oh shit.
Mini sparkly vanilla sunset donut, a mini original glazed donut dipped in yellow vanilla flavored icing and pink sanding sugar. Mini chocolate chip cookie delight donut. Craving cookies and donuts? Why not have both? This mini original glazed donut is covered in chocolate icing, sprinkled with chocolate chip cookie crumbles, and topped with sweet swirl of cookie dough flavored buttercream. The mini strawberry sunshine donut. Bring a ray of flavor to your day with our mini strawberry sunshine donut. Mini original glaze dipped in strawberry flavored icing, topped with colorful yellow and orange icing rays, and finished with a sunny swirl of yellow vanilla flavored buttercream. And the mini chocolate iced yellow heart donut, a mini original glazed donut dipped in rich chocolate icing and finished with a delicate yellow icing heart on top. A perfectly delicious way to show some love.
I want a donut.
Me too. I've been craving a fucking donut.
I wish they were like when you go into Krispy Kreme, like they had all those like fresh, and, like all the weird ones, not just the original.
Yeah. I'm still 950 calories shy of what I need to hit today, and it's far too late to eat.
You can make it up in the morning.
Yeah, but it'll throw everything off, so whatever. I'll no fast tomorrow, but I won't eat solid food until probably later in the day.
Okay, I have a what the actual fuck that I just ran across. I'll read the article title and see if we want to move on this. AI of dead Arizona road rage victim addresses killer in court.
Yeah.
What?
Clip of Chris Pelkey, who died in 2021, says, "I believe in forgiveness," after his sister fed an AI model videos of him. Chris Pelkey was killed in a road rage shooting in Chandler, Arizona in 2021. 3.5 years later, Pelkey appeared in an Arizona court to address his killer. Sort of. To Gabriel Horcasitas, the man who shot me, it is a shame we encountered each other that day in those circumstances, says the video recording of Pelkey. In another life, we probably could have been good friends. I believe in forgiveness and a God who forgives. I always have, and I still do. What?
And it didn't hold up in court, right? Like,
well, it's not. It's an impact statement. It's not necessarily a witness statement.
so, like,
Like, what's the point?
Okay.
I question.
Okay. Hold on. So,
like I like AI in some
I hate
cases.
hate it for all. Hate it for everything. We shouldn't be using it.
Um,
We're creating our own demise. Aside from that,
I don't.
what crackerjack judge was like, yeah, go ahead, you can do this.
Are you going for like the remorse of hey, you have to face your victim?
I'd go with morbidity to describe that
There's
because
very morbid.
Like, what are you trying to get out of this?
Yeah, this is absolutely a Black Mirror episode. Like literally, they did where a husband died and the wife, what's her face, Haley Atwell, when Donald Gleason's character died, they scoured his social media and created a homunculus of him. Now it's not a one-to-one comparison, but it's the same kind of this isn't that person. This is a CG representation of them that might be saying something similar to what they'd say in real life, but as the story goes, in the road rage incident, the guy who got killed got out of his car and went up to the other guy's car. So, feeling threatened, this dude shot him.
Yeah, I don't like. Ugh.
And now you're going to portray this dude who got killed in an unfortunate incident as a God-fearing man who forgives him. You are half of the problem in this situation, dude. Like, not to say you deserve to get shot, but the real person who got shot and killed obviously wasn't 100% pious. Like he had some fucking issues. So
I'm all for the fuck bots, but like,
again, the fuck bots are a totally different thing.
Not AI dead people, please.
Yeah.
That was a bit.
Yeah.
Okay, as far as douche goes, I think we all know who did it this week.
Oh, are you talking about the guy who's trying to shut down Sesame Street?
Yeah. Did you see the grumpy? Who was it? Fuck, Ronald Grump or something, or Donald Grump they did years ago?
No.
Yeah. Sesame Street did a version of Oscar the Grouch, who hoards garbage, and his name was Ronald Grump.
That's probably why they're getting.
Yeah.
Oh, are we talking about the same guy that's putting a 100% tariff on films that are from outside the United States?
Yeah, we're talking about the same guy who kind of jokingly floated the notion of him being Pope, even though if anyone else did that, they'd be fucking kicked out of politics.
We're talking about the same guy who got cucked by the PM of Canada today in the Oval Office when he was told that Canada is not for sale, and Trump was like, "Oh, yeah."
Did you see the
I was getting involved.
The May the 4th thing?
Yeah, I was gonna finish with that because all of this actual political shit is, the Pope thing was odd to the point of absurdity, but I didn't really have an emotional connection to it as an atheist. So there's more of like an abstract dislike. The fucking May the 4th thing, I know how they feel now. That was offensive to my religion.
Jon Stewart had the best rant about it.
Well, can we also note that Elon Musk put out one with him wielding a red saber as well?
There you go. There's the Jon Stewart rant, and that was hilarious. Jon Stewart got so involved with it.
He's a nerd.
He was talking about, you do know to get a red kyber crystal, you have to bring your hatred and your rage into the kyber crystal and bleed it.
Like, to claim that the left is the empire,
Yeah.
whilst having a super buff, and that alone, how
Ever seen
fucking pathetic.
the AI images of Buff Trump out there?
Oh no, I have.
Love putting them.
They're everywhere, like Rambo Trump, Terminator Trump, like all of them. They have all over the years now been one of the most pathetic elements of this guy's rise to power. That people really do idolize him in this way, that they think this is an example of him looking. Never once in his life was he in that good of shape. Even when he was young and thin, he had that tube of toothpaste thing going on.
But fuck that guy.
Seriously, fuck that guy. Holy shit, I can't believe we're just over 100 days of this nonsense. Now, ironically, my nerd of the week is someone that we generally think of as a villain. In the vast majority of the movies he's been in, Ben Mendelsohn has played quite a bastard.
Yeah.
Yes.
But while doing promotion for Andor recently, he revealed that he basically rage quitted either Dark Souls 3 or Demon Souls because one of the monsters, one of the bosses was too much for him. So yeah, I'm going to call Nerd of the Week because Ben Mendelsohn's a fucking gamer. So that makes Ready Player One that much sweeter.
Good Ben Mendelsohn. But yeah. he was a good guy in Secret Invasion and
well, no, he was a good guy in Captain Marvel. We don't talk about Secret Invasion.
His scene on the train was the only good thing. Him and Samuel's scene on the train.
Yeah, the dialogue sequences in that show were pretty solid. Yeah. So the rest of it, they were
after that. Oh, I was going to question about Thunderbolts. Does what's her name show up in it? Does they make any reference that the fact that the most powerful being in the entire MCU is still around?
Oh, the chick from that show?
Yeah.
Daenerys?
Yeah.
She wouldn't be the most powerful being come Thunderbolts.
She's like second.
Yeah.
Well, maybe third if you count as Guardians, like Thor as truly more powerful. But yeah, she's just in the wind.
Okay.
You create an absurdly powerful character and then just kind of do nothing with her. Another massive sin of that miniseries.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Ben Mendelsohn. Yeah. I didn't see him. I didn't see him as that kind of guy. He's one of those dudes who plays bastards so well. Like he as Krennic on this show. Now that he's finally showing up, it's like, oh, I'm so happy I know what happens to you.
Mm-hmm.
But in real life, he's just a dude, man. He's just he's super cool.
Yeah, just cool British dude.
I think he's actually Kiwi.
Oh, he's Kiwi?
Australian.
My nerd of the week is Harvard.
Yeah, they're standing up for shit.
And I'm sending to you the letter that they sent back to Linda McMahon, who sent them this letter.
Oh, beautiful!
They break out the red marker.
They
oh.
And they fixed all the typos and context errors and punctuation problems, and oh my god, fantastic.
I'm just quickly reading it, and she has quotation marks around student, and they just circle the quotation marks, make a line into the nearest opening between paragraphs, and then just put question mark, exclamation point, question mark. They're students. Putting quotations around it doesn't negate the fact that they are students.
Yeah. Bravo.
Run on. That's got to be demoralizing. You're pushing 80 years old and someone's got to grammar correct you.
I fucking love it.
Good. What the fuck are we coming to when Linda McMahon is the Secretary of Education? Like, is it any more transparent that all of these positions were fucking bought?
I mean, we know they were.
We know they were, but like usually, well, then he did the same thing last time. Like, what was it neurosurgeon Ben Carson?
Yeah,
becomes the lead of a HUD.
The problem being this time around for anybody that was stupid enough to get into bed with him again. When all the dust settles from this, they'll be lucky to walk away with just a slap on the wrist.
Yeah, there's going to need to be a lot of distancing going on.
Like, people like Hegseth is never going to be touched by anything again. Like, even at this point, I don't think Fox is just like, nah. No, we good.
I'm loving the fact that I did enjoy these when they happened to me as a kid.
It's the moment I saw this, it lit me up, and I was like, oh.
Incomplete sentence. I love that. Pick one.
Yeah.
You know what though? There was never anything I wrote as a kid that got half as many corrections
No,
as this.
not even.
Not just like, oh, I'm a really great writer and I'm perfect. No, like I was more consistent of like I was paying attention to how you structure sentences and paragraphs and how you communicate with the
And
English
this
language.
is, mind you,
Fucking head of the education.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 pages.
Yeah.
I mean, there's, I think.
Yeah, there's more because it ends without a period here. So there's definitely more.
There's more.
Oh, and you know they didn't just put the 2 up because the third one was perfectly written.
Fight the power, kids.
Oh, Harvard.
Yeah, Harvard.
I mean, I never had a huge love for the Ivy League bastards, but I will doff my non-existent cap to them. All right. If you like what you hear, blah, blah, blah.
You like what you heard. Subscribe, leave a review. That would be nice. At least give us a 5-star rating, you cheap fucks. Leave a comment would be fantastic. Go to facebook.com/nerdities. Follow us there. Follow us at Nerdities on Twitter, at Nerdities on Instagram, nerdities@gmail.com. Our YouTube channel, youtube.com/nerdities, where things will be taking place that Joe will tell you about in a few minutes. Then I say prowrestlingtees.com/nerdities, NERDATIS. Buy shirts, please.
I'm wearing one.
Yes, Joe is.
And it's mirrored. That I hate the fact that this app is the only thing that mirrors my camera.
Well, yeah, it's just when we're looking at ourselves. It reads normally for us.
Oh,
Yeah, I
it
was
does?
gonna. It's normal. Yeah,
Oh,
That would be insane if it mirrored everything.
yeah, but no, it reads normal. It says Nerdities.
Justin mentioned YouTube.com. You know, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to all things Nerdities, and hit that like button. Leave a comment. That would be kind of cool. Could we see you're watching these videos?
We have had comments in the past on YouTube.
Yeah, but comment more.
Yeah, more comments. Good.
Yeah, likes. We like likes. You're watching. You're obviously watching it. You really enjoyed our Star Trek retrospective.
Mind blown.
Easy.
Remember, coming soon, we will be having season 2 of Nerdaties, our theme park themed. It's so weird for me calling it theme park themed.
Yeah, every time, Joe. Every time it's weird.
I know our theme
Disney park themed,
There
or
we
are
go.
we doing other parks?
It is Disney park themed.
Yeah.
Okay.
So instead of allowing ourselves to introduce ourselves, let's move with that forward.
Disney park themed.
Yeah.
We have our upcoming Halloween special.
It's coming.
It's
Coming hard.
Coming
it's
at you.
fun. It is very fun. We have our Christmas special, which I will just call Justin's personal hell.
Mm-hmm.
And we do
The things I do for you people.
Justin Allighieri going through all 9 circles.
we do have a 100 greatest list coming.
Yeah, more of that arguing. If you listen to those in the past, you know what to look forward to.
But this one's gonna be really fun.
Yeah, there will be arguments.
This is the songs one, right?
This is the quotes, movie quotes.
Movie quotes. Oh, that's right, because we have an extra special guest.
Extra special guest. That's why it's gonna be super fun.
And give us money. Croon Swoon, talk about your business and our product.
All right. The opinions of the Nerdities crew are idiotic and poorly thought out, but don't worry, next week's will be far more insulting. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Oh, yeah, I gotta hit that.